the sports king Kong, Joe Archer, the sports writer, Italia, Italics. I'm not telling you what.
Yes, on fire, oh yeah.
On fire, then I'll be some yes a class captain. Can't you have say, Madam, you're class captain. It's a behavior, Miss Maybe.
I had a governor who said, Master, I never behind the idea. And now what committee in the way besides. No,
but you see, you're me an example of mine shoes. Yeah, because a dumb command, and you be behind the bravo, my bow. I'm not for Gala, no time for no time for jokes. No time for jokers. I'm not calling anyone a joker, but no time for jokes.
Okojina blue key say China be you thought to be able to be the agro. Say who do parliament na committee as a trade minister na ye betua.
Ye be say who
the name be the agro.
Also on there no tell the agro.
Nye be the agro. Ejuma de ejuma ye ejuma.
Also life shouldn't be taken too seriously, you know.
Baby do not take things seriously.
Balloon. Hey, Roger.
And then he can decide to die today. So life should be taken seriously.
So he can decide to die.
Because they're serious.
No, but I don't understand the hula baloo of your balloon. Roger, fine, uncle. Good yourself.
All right, Zinado Pay, I said I go with some Emma Poinet, 7.9 FM. Dwabo Ase platform Kesi we say they are good with some Ebansempi and Yaba Bono the by Fidi and Afamano the only send and Yamia Tuma our Anfield Liverpool at the Real Madrid Airport a UEFA Champions League na fi ara games Barcelona Bono the by Fee Semino Yabuan in no IED Ebro and Pay ewo Jumade we so na prempe the British Mabo Taylor and Afiko for say producers I don't be teaching Manano Pay Yedi and Semino Bamiting Eddie Roger Mano from the Sports Monarch mini
Joe Archer the writer Italia Shanasumami sensem no niemwe pi se Pakistan for Tom Brown aye pinso se pinka so shesheshe woto tetelete eno ana yatena se yede enkomo no eba Christian Achu Twasam dano adai eye kwesiade nwumre ana yede nimu no every Turkey ebe piemu ewo Ghana na nti eba ye ne se omode akọ 37 military hospital a empemfo hwe ne se emrepem no omode hyehyeye fa ne ye ne ho omode beba abetu ye nim na endra ewo Dwabo Ase kese adwumedie we so no tonton sansan ena Twasam family no ye kanso mubusu apen IFR no nene Kofi Twasam ye no etwehwe nkomo ebisa no se ende no Christian Achu Twasam hyehyeye a efa ne ye no ho etesen eno de to ye nim se ende no akoye national asset bibia no ewo abansem na mom no ebusuafo no ene aban betena se no mo aye hyehyeye ntotoye a ometumi atutu na kwam se na be ya omode hye no ye be penechi eye nkrabia ye ntie no.
Yeah, currently now that the mortal remains has come. You hear for it was the vice president who received him yesterday in the family. It becomes a state property. We are not fighting with that. It was the state who brought him right from Turkey to this place. I'm not sure if the family alone is left. They can even allow us to bring. We can afford to bring the body down, but they will not allow us. It can also be fast as it was. It was a government, and the government planned to do. Who gives the government a chance to play issue because it is a national asset.
Ne Kofi Twasam ebusuan pen ema Twasam ebusuano.
Yeka Ghana ni abrante ne waka nchiregu Christian Achu Twasam eho ensensem no onim se player ba kwa wona ne sia kan our Blasters na ohwemu dia na okai me na Ghana ye chi Egypt for ebom kensia ewo Babayara Stadium a Egypt for team ba kono Christian Achu Twasam ebemu ebeyi dede ayu edifim na oba no oba ebehye go bi ma Ghana na efeye pa na sa match e course no onim se Ajima Bedu ensu bem ebeyi abrante Fensule Ali Muntari ensu edifim to mumienu edi kensia kan emna Ghana ese edi sa game no edi ehyehyese ne no na yeni abrante fere Yimana Ajima Bedu yeni na edi nkomo na ebisa ne se Christian Achu Twasam asem se na abo oni na abobo na Achu no kra se na osi hu no se na obeka dia fa ne ho ase ultimate.
It was a blessing for the country. Apart from no to kind no nya counter wo no ma me te bobo na owe kwasi apia na de buy na ye ba ye no na e wo training ti otachi bo, no ye movement ya say players no all they at least na ya bo acha kakranti na ye.
No, we actually know you say, na boy baby. Until the movement, said was you control ball or jibbo and farm man cheap, not the kind of penetration passes there or not. Through it here now. You training crana.
Etenu sema yumano ajima bedu edi etuja na okai opene fene George Akwesi FEA wano mlebe chemana we Blasters Management Committee chairman na enwechino Blasters and as a Ghana Football Association na we vice president ono so ekasa kakra fa Christian Achuchu Asemene ka waka nchiregu sanse asemini sie no ono akase tuaramo eko teki yo no esanse na o players bi ono ma na omo esi akan e teki na ono so echechirem sene asemino esi efa no.
My first direct encounter with him, yeah, like you are saying, about national team, over time, because you have to total friend of friend.
Yeah.
At that time, because you have to friend or no, any Ismail now. And then unfortunately, Yati was dropped and then actually remained with the squad. During the World Cup of 2014 qualifiers near Dina, we were together at that time. I was an emergency committee member. I remember very well the goal he scored, Ghana shares Egypt 6-1. Apart from that, we were chairman of the Black Star Management Committee in 2015. Atu won the best player of the 2015 AFCON in Victoria. And he was instrumental in making sure the team will go all the way to the finals. If you
Etenu sema opene fene George Akwesi FEA ono sinesem awadi atuja na sha no se enra owura abedi ayu pele na afi wono agasa won na busie nyina omo se wuremu ewo Christian Achuchu Asam the late na busie fie omo so ekomo yakoma no chi no omo sans ekoye donations emomo a na tsenu nsema no se fie no ma eno so aba abetuja.
Yeka Christian Achuchu sensem no na hye ne so ma me se osia kan Emma Newcastle United Bournemouth Everton Chelsea ewo English Premier League na mom no boboko a osia kan mom we che pa Newcastle United 2016 ekopim 2021 obo 107 matches and share 18 goals labi 8 goals Emma Newcastle United boboko no and dey boboko no echita for ediaba se Christian Achuchu so mo hu so abrante no adoye de wona koma so pa wo hwe ne charity work a oye arms around the child and no omode ehwe nkola ebo nkola si schools nya ade na obse Christian Achuchu Asam ekono e wo se Newcastle United boboko no so no omo ya de a esonko na ebetumi aboa na keep se Dwumedi no so odi ansa no nya ne baby koye no na motumi aboa na bi etumi akona kwemu intendei Newcastle United tafo de aba se arms around the child no ombeto aso na mo hwe nim so metumi esi schools na chese etumi aboa Christian Achuchu Dwumedi na odi intendei omo raise fans a chese omo ye ntobo kakra nkra aba and say omo raise more than £600 and so mo hwe nim se sika no betumi akoenimu se na be ya Christian Achuchu Asam ne na oye de bo ankola so Newcastle United tafo no ombeye sika kakra kanom so omo de aboa na bibi etumi wura na akoemu ewo honom.
Yemfri on afefa ni nkyerem awon sebe from Charles Taylor ere sama krade atuja ere afa New Blasters coach ayenya na nisem awoke nyina ne se wonde ogiri se nei se eba betuja se bi ye pe coach ere ama Ghana ogiri se kwa mpedefo faso na afeom epe coach ere ma Ghana na duba bia yana enhyara enkoye kra na nisem awoke nyina ne se Coach Chris Woodson and Empedefo Edina Bano on your board, se bana se oye selection or select place area co Blasters on your board and yes sir le Jumano ebe sanka ebe say
we team dia coach na team no players na dia individual and we coach our na team and then I can say you players by team your coach so I say and if you nya coach what authority to play to so I don't know what team you broadcast a win my friend yeah because coach if you are person freeway yes you will do team friend you freeway there is ana you continue there maybe the last time there
etenu semawura cha Stella Jujwa na anwachi wasaso akasaka kra chechirem se ene coach Chris Woodson and Pedfo afana se ombe adwuma ne fama Ghana no na yeko World Cup na okan bi na yenim se adwuma no ni dia ene yasa coach nchia asara nwachi samba fa coach Chris Woodson se wono ene adwuma no ombra na fi ombe ya sabre na yeko fa otuado no yamfa Chris anye adwuma ne preko ana
good coach Yeah, more in a day, yeah, cock up a day, young for I head coach because in him so which me and the team there. I'll say the unfortunate nation I demand to then I have to see because the panel, a better thing there. Who's to now house what do we exercise anything we're saying there? Would we? Times and I may see them paying for yes.
Yes, ma open for Charles Taylor, former Blaster player, Nisem Awadi Atuja.
Your friend Swa na yako under 20 isan se kaya 2009 Ghana ye GA dimpa sa time no uremwa wafu under 20 Ghana GA African Cup of Nations under 20 Ghana Sansu Jenafi World Cup under 20 Ghana GA sa time no na de DIU ni Nkuma Jimambedumo Dominic Ediamo na squad ne die chese omujuna mo na so pa na coach otumi boa sa team no ema Ghana etumi din kunim eje sa World Cup no coach Celestete Bobo na since that time now otumi born homo de boa Ghana eje sa trophy ni nyina no ne sika ne e was ebusuafo dabi e was aban etua no ka ni nyina no omuntua ne na enden komo abene se wo hwa coach no no dodo no kakra oyare kakra ni ade endra na Ministry of Youth and Sports eborem ewo ni fie na nkomo eba ene se honorable Evans Opoku Bobie ena fe ministry delegation kakra eko ni fie ena fe no mo donate scale sumbu 50,000 Ghana cedis edemano se onhwe na onfanto edroni ade na sama ye bisa ne se odi woni chemu dia onipa odi ne ka I also utua ne ka wodi the same ministry also mutua ne ka no donation mum na mo koya ama no yentie dia ekoso ewo honom endra.
In this country, we are glad that seeing you, we are so happy, and I can see that you are very strong physically. And His Excellency the President of the Republic, I want to support you in the area of hospital.
It's no Deputy Youth and Sports Minister na motene kano Honorable Evans Opoku Bobie na amohwe ne omokoye ho so enso eno no na mode ne ka muntua enye donation asem
other place because somebody did be mu
na muntua afia wo donation wo de ne ka tua me a wo donation say
answer yentu so okrobia kumase asante kedokono mo asoye omo no ma wan goalkeeper Donald Ibrahim na woni me say Donald Evremo chan tournament na omo ne Black Glasses okoye no goalkeeper Frederick Asari ena se na odatere mo ana Donald asaso ababak na no ena supporters re bi se dey aye hot argument ba e bi kire mai Frederick Asari no kra wo ya desin Donald te be ya anka Donald enda pod mu be ya anka Frederick endem na Donald entina nchen e bi si kire mu da Donald enda na Frederick Asari entina nchen am so e ma sanse ma ekoso no enei goalkeeper Donald Ibrahim wababontim na anisem awde akoto ne Twitter page ni ani se wasi sanse ma supporters ni kan supporters on betimi aka na mom technical team na ebe decide se goalkeepers we na enda trem na omunyina mo kotoko nyina no ade ba ko pe na mo pese mo achieve ni nyina ne se omunyina boa se be yakotoko ebetimi akọ nanim na fi ewi ni match sa wodo nti se wono Donald na obeda na kotoko ebetimi agi league na ene obeda ne mom se Frederick Asari enso na ebeda na kotoko ebetimi achieve omo target a esi omo ni sudia ene sa pepe na omo hwe na onu de still odo pa edu odo de obi edima branch a ye fere Frederick Asari supporters a omo kase bia wono woni Frederick Asari kwantawantawa eda omo ntem no goalkeeper Donald Ibrahim say sasem no nukure ba kokore nim na mom omodi mpo ene be kire se wu ena abaye number 1 ewo Kumasi Asante Kotoko
if you Kotoko na call league leaders Aduana Stars akache ndey wo hwe Ghana Premier League no mo bie mu pa 35 points no mo cry ndey omo de jom samba ni ade adanu ade omo bie mu Accra Sports Stadium eche House of Folk bo mo kamienu a omo ntumi anti Abrante FN Isaac Minta ono ball 2 goals no na Abrante na kasa o si o goals no hye nenye no House of Folk team ni de Fala Accra yenti Isaac Minta
But anya mwa pizza de dije ade am sare enye super mam se bia Minta be shake 2 goals ana se aha nti na yamma phobia sa this is na normal need but and you want to share. At times, you do a player would do any business to ground, would be the farm, a bayer in grammar, one.
Into Isaac Minta, a player of Siakama, Diana Stars, Nene, and Amotiano.
Mebacho ye baba sore so na fe yakwanra games kakra koso amono ne wuremu e Spanish La Liga na hetefi etinefi amamochi Valencia epo makaba ko Valencia for entimi antina fi uko Italy so a area Torino omoso etina ho ani Clemonsi enso editing tam so bana bi no na chese poboko a ye from se Clemonsi na fi team efe Torino a game no area Torino ewini by 3 goals to 2 eteno any results no na enso epima na nyame ya tuma area UEFA Champions League 2 games and so to Jana Uko Germany Eintracht Frankfurt about 8 p.m. na Fiomone Napoli Eddie Ashesu and afi the same time no Uko Amfeda Liverpool's about Finafi Omni Real Madrid and so Eddie at times so we 2 games and Baso China Nyami Atuma Inter Milan about Nefi any FC Porto Eddie Ashesu Nafi RB Leipzig as about Nefi any Man City and so Eddie at time so.
Okay, it's here comes an NTA Liverpool coach Jurgen Klopp. Wakasa see game way there must win power. We say last season Champions League final na Real Madrid chio mo yom hoju me ball me kaba kwa omje trophy intended the omani abre pass kwan bia so Anfield no also omje maximum 3 points na so win game the NTA Jurgen Klopp.
Look, I don't think we needed the Paris game to make this a special game. So there's a normal sports spill open. So we lost the game, and that's the good thing about sport. You want to put things right, and that's what we tried. That's all. There's nothing what happened in the Paris game around was responsible for Real Madrid. Nothing was responsible of our people. But that game wouldn't have happened. This would be a massive game tomorrow night. It would be. Our people are football people, and Real Madrid is in town, and celebrate this kind of event in the
Liverpool head coach and also manager Jurgen Klopp and Amotene Kanaha and they are good deal Musa de Brem or Dwabo Ase Jumediano so ye see Roger
ye konti kwame jemu di amount na wa sorry na ye sorry so na mum abrante bako on wa simfo so ohwe pa or California haircuts France California haircuts wa simfo so hono also
on the level of colonialism abrofu yo metina ye so on level mo di abetru to the sense that yankasa ye bibi crampo you need GD or no, what do you cry there forget no? Share clubs no.
California heck.
No, they share football clubs in Romudi.
Chelsea.
No originality. Me make us grab the brofo kakabe. Me the brofo kakabe.
But so be wise.
No, all the colonial masters na here.
Maybe our supporting team no because even Okasama get say young kotoko. E wo kotoko e say young.
Yes, someone is man.
Say obi o wa bi our club no but
no enya do club. Yenjinya hundi. Oh, sana me feeling me ma dwen kire onzo kire ho de
obi ho okay say me sibi kire me
ye ni gidie wo ye anka say
mu penifo bebra ani me betima penifo bebra mu ye hasefo pa mu ye hasefo pa but because no more pepper say ko mu nya ya nke bia nneoma bi o mu wo fa agude no ka o mu de bebo ha
eti we free o nya akote ne club no de akoto o de house di akoto so eti edien na ma o ye authentic edien enema Emma wo club no ye authentic.
Anu de say onima wo be ye na.
E de na Emma wo club no ye original.
Edi de nka hwe.
Edi be ye bawo. Edi. Roger.
Wudi branding it with
Wudi ni obi bia o.
Appearance. So obviously.
Where your friends say? Krata.
Onima wo we.
Traway.
But
Wudi. Ade ehia eno na hye wonso.
Ehia hye wonso.
Eno na mo obi ehunu se wo ye wo.
Hye wonso. But Eddie ne okuta no so one fanye ne papa be microphone.
Hono so another level.
Yeah, Eddie
no ni di so. But because Eddie no
ene Ghana ukọ Ghana your company sakese me betu mo gbaji din papa.
Yes.
Company sakese ene o hwe mo mo hin.
Roger men san komo. What the number before?
Before the number bia
me say yeah before no yanji ya hundi.
Any one key factor.
And I'm say yanji ya hundi nti. Ade aburoni be ye bia ne asom. say no na ye kronkron
key factor until to me preserve your
culture. And only a club and only a league.
I will say most of the clubs all bet new clubs. Irrespective of whether we do Chelsea, we do Arsenal, we do Man United.
That's right.
I will say with the club that two community now we free. Important originality a man strong pillar because also a idea and they at the Kuntia we be a United of our quarter no muko relegation cry one of the biggest rivalry matches or mubo cry upa sebi fa krata krafato so be United anyway be bofa quarter no I'm on my share because two community teams are pillars of them. You know, all the time, so I'm two Mudina, me, maybe yes, what the community need the tuna.
What do you say?
A man number because Dortmund, we say Dortmund, Krone Dortmund, Leicester, we
Adrian got any more. Raja with us is all the good year with some Brone, George, the sports writer, Italia. And to be a boy, Tonton Sansan, and make us Franco Trading Enterprise. So Mugusua, Tono, Papa Pano. Yeah, electrical appliances. I would say, yeah, iPhone, say, yeah, Samsung, say, yeah, Nokia. Make electrical appliances. I make a TV, make a tabletop fridges, make a Franco air conditioners. What do you say? Papa Pani. Ubo ura Franco Trading Enterprise almost Tony Bia and what my Ghana fana baby on Sabaka Nomai a papa pan and a boss our firm. It's a Franco Trading Enterprise and every to be cannibal them a buffon also a phone any accessories and in a cadia and then no my bata who am my phone your phone. Say your iPhone, say your Samsung, say your Nokia. Upe Bia Tau Benyabi, our Franco Trading Enterprise. Papa Pani be not from America. To 4 bet call. And now bet from 0245316969 and a 05606844147 and a 0501525698. Franco Trading Enterprise. Settle phone Papa Perfie. Sound of Spinters Road and myself say be a kaka krabi. Now we are to Pogaswa. Nintemu wa gentle step mother care. A one or walk. Nintemu wa Pogas furniture in Chemu wa. And I say Absa Bank. A year gentle step mother care in the Mushe. What do you say? The may bought a year gentle step mother care dean is and Quadan Tadia, say baby Tadia. Momaya, Medi Viebe, Dumienu, Kodumiensa, Dumwache. Yakaka Krabi no year dream penny in Fieso. It's a wire tintia must say, the tintin cratchel. Ubo would a gentle step mother care shopper. Woman Tadia, no benya biato. And I mean can't taddy who be a keke and tad the papa. And baby twice, you know, say a bicycle, say a tricycle, baby niane, baby cots, car seats, baby walkers. Ning about a gentle step mother care shopper. On Sabeka biato. It's an American farmer. What boy would have sprinters when our sprinters quite as well? I said gentle step mother care, a bank, Pogas furniture. When I have some bank in the DNA Mushe, one should get the form come when you bet on pa. And no man, your papa none boss and what fem. When up at the for gentle step mother care. That was 0244-238-477 and a 0245-681085. For Facebook, Jomacha Quine said by a dance media was obey to about baby. Jomacha Quine gentle step mother care.Ghana. One who Taden album say yes. Who no man album say yes. Coming yet Tron Worker. Remember Tran me Detroit. What do you say? And I mean to idea and your amount. No. XYZ Broadcasting Limited, your credibility, it is a Meka Gentle Step Mother Care Shop as a matchawa. GD to one amount. And Tade Papa now, Pau Benya Biato. Upe Biama open Tadeni Biama one. Ubenya Biwa. Gentle Step Mother Care. Or Instagram, Gentle Step Mother Care. Spintex. Gentle Step Mother Care. Your family partner for kids, teens, and you. I'm in Manu Subio at 0245681085 and at 0244238477. Ofra catch almost said, what to one count power from the Kwame Casa Fred. Oh, yes, Fred Nebus almost said, here for no more. Medicacho or bang Pogas furniture at Spintex Road. When you have some bank in the DNA Mushe. Gentle Step Mother Care. Your family partner for kids, teens, means and you. All right, you know, so that you're not your home, right? You're baby boy, you're tonton something. And that joke, all the jokes must be put aside. A gragrono, I hear the baby or my ganano. Or see a doom said, Janina, Natrum no adoso. Now, you're not so big for woman pa and the bet me kind, woman pa and the bet me D and Nimo kind. I'm your boy, a boss of home by. The entire makers and make you meba.
Welcome to Auto Check Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hour crash.
Sure.
Check, auto checks. Check, auto checks. Check.
Emission, check.
Check, auto checks.
Alignment, check.
Auto checks. Auto checks.
Brakes, check.
Visit Auto Checks at Koforidua Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much.
Auto checks.
Auto checks, check.
Auto Checks, your safety, our priority.
Check, auto checks.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre me busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yamamu akwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hye ya hodo bi te se dwadifo abosia, ekuokuo bosia, susu account. And it does all savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And then the keka home. Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Now one so what to miaka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank. Growing our heritage.
Welcome to Auto Check Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hour crash.
Sure.
Check, auto checks. Check, auto checks. Check.
Emission, check.
Check, auto checks.
Alignment, check.
Na sawote. Konkoya. Natural samaba. Na sawote. Konkoya. Natural samaba. Na sawote. Konkoya. Natural samaba.
Asam ne biabo. Santo me dance Bob Santo. Wo de da ne dan nyina ya me dance fi se. Madikan be twa esana to ho. Madikan be bokwan na to ho. Muni edikan fo ada ne dan nyina wo se celebrate mo. Eti da bia ye bom din a ye bom dimpa. Dimpa wo hoi eye chen ahonya. Ede na aba Ghana se mabunu ni nyina ni da so asa. Wo de babunu bia kasa wo se nya mafiri man mu. Ede na aba. O my Ghana ye bonzam jem. As I say, Obia Swadi as a person, a quabroche, a quatra broche, na me bomb bra, fisse, me timegana no, me hotre me pa, a yabun sam jim. When you mean she say, when sana na was ever. At the end, now, say, oh my Ghana, wabra yesika samato pay. Yem penny for some do man on say exogenous factors. You can say exogenous factors and from a bonny be na about mama who do we yourself and nyina e bia ba ewura Ghana bi ne yade kodi ewo coronavirus and won sem ba ye na auditor general Dalma yet say yenya sam sika bi na mu 10 billion Ghana cedis yade twa yanum to the sense Auditor General disclosed say Aban spending 10 billion cedis of the monies mobilized for COVID-19 activities on budget support. And also need according to Attorney General, a total of 21,844,189 185 cedis was mobilized for the fight against the pandemic. However, out of the amount, only 11,750,683 was spent on curbing the spread of the virus. It is an coronavirus can be and a samato appear and not no crown away. Afei, Bakunsunini, the Auditor General boss, was a Sikanabain, Yadibi Mahemfo. Auditor General say COVID-19 expenditure and release a sum of 605,962 has been unaccounted for at the height of the pandemic. Yemu hua konta sika 605,962 cedis. Yemu hua konta. Breaking it down, the audit service noted that government, contrary to public financial management regulation, distributed 451,800 directly to paramount chiefs of the traditional councils. This, according to the report, was to help Ghana's fight against pandemic. Now, uko a year breakdown nima. Yes, I am for no can be a inauguration of House of Chiefs and a bill certain allowances. Question is Sika yanya yade kuetia yade kodi wo coronavirus. A yade kodi him for some ema him for etena sika should do too. Sana mo we ne can say no. It is a catch us and nam yade kodi wo coronavirus virus so enti na yesika sama say na no kura no way. Meba me nantiaba. Meba besi asem biso. After ye catch us Russia and Ukraine talk and a nams wenti yesika sama say ya a dear pa na directly a free Russia and Ukraine talk a dear dance say enunti and a yesika sama say a dear pa na si directly I just enunti yesika sem asay to the sense say amna basa was a John Dramani Mahama wabeka say look a ye mebuna muwa bibi memu titri Ghana any Africa mamu ma mani da so ananse mujidie ewa bibi memuno mamu ma sa jana endum your kind here say I encourage you not to lose hope in Ghana and Africa because it is far more useful to look forward to the future with hope than to brood over the present with despair. I am an eternal believer in the potential and positive energies of Africa and her youth. Oba bibi memu ha say ya any we asa for na e bibi memu pa na wo mebuna omo doso pa per statistics are available and so dear pan ye ene mebunu na pedie esia e dia namon ye tuo e dia sa ene ye twa to e dia dachi mpo ene ye bo ato ama eye mebunu no a omo ye otena anasa dachi empanifo e ba adwuma yomu e ba adwuma mu nsem a sai ne ye bia ma mebunu no ye the one district one factory buy akosi say ye ka say ye begina ye youth support programs ahodo so ebia nyuma ama mabunu no akosi say ye num ni questions ni bia wo moto de bobo honorable KT Hammond wa bra manfo complaining say ban no ne size ne so ne ho behia say Ghana ban bete so fi say sabra ye wo menye mrepa ye sikasam nye aban na nkasa batu na numutuo ajatum say ye sikasam nye wa bra wo ma ye force adanse die say COVID any Russia and Ukraine obi anim say wo motutu o man tutu no ma yie ene busia beberebo mo boy ye amuni hwe de kire eno ka ho bi ena ma ye sikasam enye no wa bra wo mote eye appointment committee eye KT Hammond ene Brian Champion wo mote appointment committee a ye tutu o ma no questions li bia na ye buso mo ne say wuti di pa say aban size no ehwo behia se ye betete so anase ye betwa so ye ni kan tie eye KT Hammond na wakasafa eye nia yede ye mampanyi nanado danko akufuado say eye Global Citizen Festival course wo won Kraha Independence Square na amanfo ebo mampanyi tutuo no nia wakafa ho no eni wo de tiwe
so yenya ho brase kakra yenya figurehead no penia obi kan this year ka unu ano say executive presidency o mani na penia oda no na obaye wan ka bibia anya political platforms kura mpo do obaye Anna or Chile oh, this is the idea of the now how we are so be about I would I'm not here no Mabuna Maya no Mona Debbie I ever catch the Munabutre. Penfonio my more Debbie America as somebody as here for Kappa, I say here Quaco Abroa. Yakase ye go hu mono na mugo na muti aye eze gube na mugo no nyamo na yesi ye ko hu mu yesi ye kwa ko hu abrewa no eye opani ya wanyina nyini ya bibi hodi tiri ye kwa ko hu no musu mpenifo wa kuro mu nyina na mo de their policies nti now president mani ya political importance bi aye ya enya political rally enya hwe na enya munya botre mu hia na mo ye mo no ma na mu maye mu mpenifo. Now I say policy that's what I do be at them. Democracy now about who be. Now temple form so yeah. I not possible say big guy man for I yet number one. Montias yet.
Okay, more yet Montias yes, and some way for 2 trim. The entire boss are clip way because and now Honorable Agboja Governors, our deputy minority leader on all raising issue no eka say and every buy and send for new din komo wo ketiamon and send for new din komo e ma wo de ye mabunu no etri etoto kube e dan na di pefe se mabunu no kra no hwi ni o mutiri ma o mu betimi e de aboa ama o man no asori agina na wabra ye de sa asam no to nanim no ye no kan.
No, but that's not even what I said. That's not. You get this in proper perspective. That's not what I said. We've all been youth before. When I joined the Kufuor government, I was the youngest, even though at 40. I was the youngest, though a deputy minister. All of them, I was the youngest. So we can I?
That's quite an old young person, to be honest. 40 is quite old.
But that's the point I'm making. I was. But we've been young before. So it's not for anybody to try and cascade the youth unreasonably. What I have been saying is this, and let's get it right. The youth must all the reasons to say what they want to say. They have the right, the entitlement to participate in the government of the country. What I said was that there was a limit to how these matters are to be handled. There has been this whole business, and if you recall, I think the communist revolution also, what it was that when we come to government, the first thing we do, all the lawyers, we chain them together and then dump them under the sea. We kill all of them. It's been one of the communist manifesto sort of thing. My argument is that you don't rule a country without the adults. I maintain it. The youth alone cannot run a country. It's not possible. There can be a mixture of the youth and my friends, my nephews, Abrokwa, all the young ones who have been in government, upon Kroma and others. I've been my argument that they cannot have a say in the run of the country. I said they should be tamed, they should be temperate in the kind of things that they say. And the suggestion that every adult is useless. You look at me, you think I'm useless? Thank you.
Okay, into your show, yeah, show, honorable Ketiamo, yeah, show, because now you pay usefulness in terms of near one so what they ba our trade and industry ministry, or you bet here in 70 be a one casa with the 2 but you see, wisdom wabra wobemno, yeah, mebuno, so with your monsem, and in your mutide to go wabe for Tintefidian as well, and fix the country, arise Ghana, or Mahodra, or Mokra no Global Citizen Festival, and I say, or the Atia no Muboma and Penny to Tono. It's simply because, o mani chip baby or minor than any actual air corner. O mani ye and what's naba. O mani the fact say, ya one penny for man munenso, ye near Juma. Etidiana Ketia Monka formo, was say, ye the more mebuno, ye the a memoni show monsema, woman who yet, if it's a nip, they don't know. And he likened Omutino and Omageno to say Kube. Say, to say me, my body said, baby, let's just say that is all we know. The animal say, Beja, body said. And nobody has said anywhere. Me need is a babu biaka, Sassam way, what baby are. Say, ye here and penny for ye yammer for ye young cockra for our mobile bois. Ami atutu ye no ma ye so my. Nia omo kasa fa ho ene ekwanya amode o man na fa so. And I find your wisdom head adjome. Fitch is say. What down? Moody say. Boto. Yesika some to say. Basa. and yeka yede and nam say ye free 120 billion and nam
500 plus.
And they say he fan yede need that so akoshe.
Baby ani ho.
And IMF ye shy say young kon nya ho ne yakwe.
As we speak now, no, I be because you cannot say agreement no edru no betumi I go through because in baby levels na ba be do CCA.
That's right.
It is not because IMF deal no nyame adom yes secure there is no hope and no na ma youth for no bisa say
yes
baby amodi o mine ko no ye painful ye hia say mo be ma ABCD anye bia ma bo mo bra wie akasa mbewu
yes and talk about empenifo ni abenfo Imani Africa your friends say Occupy Ghana omo ma ben eba yesika semon to yena dodo na raise this issue say e ho abehia wo ba bia yadu say you be downsize your government you got downsize government just say okay your friends say aban no ne kase ni downsize no man day
say obebiem
mebiem and as mete so na be day na be kitikiti man pole
because say na emu edu biemu na emunte na inframan fam na into me and relax eno ane the position na omoka say omonyema aban government aban no enye say ne betumi ama emabunu no say ne Katie Hammond eka no and na me hwa ade bi say wo hwe the posturing of Katie Hammond the demeanor of Katie Hammond the ability to convince me and you say he can deliver on anything na it's in doubt because say wo hwe the demeanor na composure or the make his statement after the Global Citizen Festival say emra no ka say youth for yeti kondo adwen bi anim ye ko bisa abrewa no o de so just play back the video just play the video on screen watch Katie Hammond then the seriousness or the attaching to sa comment and look at the seriousness or they compare to an everything.
Okay, what you okay and that's no it way bra na wo kasa fa mebunu no ho ene ne omo Global Citizens Festival no etu ye facial expression
yes facial expression yes
one
he's very serious it tells you say we are me dan come so person o catch Ghana for mebunu say Ghana for mebunu mu nye serious o man mu ha
because fire call public accounts committee ebere niti fire call public accounts committee ebere no answer question what hwe na no na hwe say you see bia ne se toto ne nsa won say you see bia ne se toto ne nsa e dey na che say asem no krampo wo ka no what the nibra be atoso
exactly
on
convince obia okay abe say okay yen kasa keke yaba vetting it is part of the process yen betnas na yen kasa
but kasa keke fi say asamba konso ehia mabunu no ene aban ne size said ye way tofo I kese te say bofro te da enwamu a yachia amana pafu no ena mabunu ne abenfo bebre akase enwa behia so wahu hia ya ato my Ghana Katie Hammond graze mobopa ya ba ono no hu say exogenous factors from aboni abo ewiase afana nyina bi na aka he no wa bra sade ya to ye no amafo say abani size so including Katie Hammond you don't even need to be in the government tenan eti ebra deputy minority chief whip Honorable Abuja Government say bro that question way etu nanim no Katie Hammond emu ayenie we dey way
Honorable Katie Hammond on 30th of October 2022 Institute of Statistical Social and Economic Research urged government downsize government to solve part of the economic situation. 21st January 2023 Professor Eli Claim Komla a lecturer at University of Ghana downsize government to be able to solve part of the economic as a challenge. 26 October 2022, Occupy Ghana, downsize government to be able to solve part of the economic situation. 8th November 2022, Professor Joseph Obiri Mante, Presbyterian moderator, downsize government to be able to solve part of the economic situation. 9th of February 2023, Pentecostal Council, downsize government to be able to solve part of the economic situation. 22nd November 2022, Catholic bishops, downsize government to be able to solve part of the economic situation. 9 February 2023, Ghana Pentecostal Charismatic Council downsize government to solve the economic situation. Honorable Katie Hammond, you haven't said anything here that tells me that you are coming to add anything at all to government. Don't you feel you should basically tell the government, to tell President Akufo-Addo, thank you for appointing me, but I think you can do a better job by realigning the current ministers and get efficiency out of government so that you save this committee the trouble of even making any recommendation on you at all.
Mr. Chair, but I think I disagree with my learned colleague. Learned colleague, that's right. I disagree. No.
I'm not a lawyer.
All right.
I am a chartered architect with the Ghana Institute of Architects and Royal Institute of British Architects as well.
Well done.
In good standing, actually.
Okay. Well done. I disagree.
Agree. My final question, Honorable Katie Hammond. We are told the bulk of our compatriots in this country are young people, and we believe they must be able to make their point forcefully, even if they disagree with me, you, government, opposition. Do you still believe that the youth, the curvature of the youth in this country is such that they cannot have the ability to make good judgment on government policies? I.e., you were quoted of saying that some youth have coconut head and don't have the ability to make a point or to criticize government. Do you still believe in that?
No, but okay. Yes, Amra. Eti the nana me person with the wide so first question now. Honorable Agoja Governance. It was I. As for Mebunu the end we've dealt with it here. It will said you susu fa said you see dream fa and the told you wa for two anamo. Ya the end and say baba bomb money. Now yes you are drinking chebi a the bata officer. Yes you Ghana for yet ye Ghana ye to ye triat would be I him the cost war maimu. Yambe bomb money and quiet bet much I dream. And so can ye send trade man who
because the constitution said with the people of Ghana.
That's right.
In time found said maybe 27 years.
That's right.
Now we did 45 years and
that's right.
72.
That's
once right. I qualify to be a people of Ghana.
Fantastic.
Automatically no me akwenya say
eti Keti Amo Yebusan say because the basis of Honorable Agoja Governance the question the fundamental and also the foundation and also the FAPEM the question the FAPEM and they say Keti Amo nankasa tu na numu tuo ekache appointment committee they say within the past 6 to 7 years trade and industry ministry no eshe na djuma ase no enoma wodua wo mu say na dia foforo no de ba no say almost as omo here that make me dia foforo na me de back because already your friends foundation no yato and ekwan no ba bia ya ba to ho no so e da ho dada ye tu anamo no dada enti dia me ba beka ho beto ade e ho dada no so enti na Abuja Governance ebusa say nya waka nyina da di pefe say enya bibi foforo bi na de ba eye trade and industry ministry enti what in the interest of my Ghana any baby a yedri won susu say e wo so ka che mampanyin na nado dan kwaku for do say medasio so amama adwuma nanso me hwesa de etebia ne city a wo de eja fo adwuma na maintenance say de be ya ye betimi aboa akora sika say de be o man no betimi akona nim eno ne question ye buza Ketiamo ba hwese de look at the seriousness
or the attaching
another unseriousness I will attach it to answering the question. Where's the woman here?
Say na make us say. Na make us say. So we share Katie Hammond at this vetting now. Tell me say he's not obi oba be adfufuro bia because e be say our question straight answer.
Yeah.
Give us let's go because the main focus of the vetting no is one, to have your appreciation of the issues. Number
That's
one,
right.
your understandability of the matters that will come to your domain, and then your ability to convince investors to come in. Now, say, oh, you be all of these ones. Now, because say, who the Omali Foundation needed that until the ane say, Uba Twaswa, a day and Twaswa, what they bano. but I bang and now deba
and to
us angle now then to us one eba. How fast is then to us going to be? And I say how slow is then to us going to be? And to us on eba no and then soon so papa and a Ghana for Benya. Now they want to me and we be now then say Sano Kasa and I make us say if that is how Katie Hammond or Kasa on a normal day, I didn't embrace soon yes and Bufu yes a Ghana Mebunu Akasa
and
they're not or yes serious and Bakumpo and Bim.
Okay, and also I know was say honorable Boja Govins, a drum pempen so be not the Katie Hammond and on after their menino. And I said, Jack, something yes, the Quaquani Ebe, hey, a nibrisam, a nibra so. And yet, you better appointment committee yet to one. Would you rather we see?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have been looking for the opportunity to put my record, my achievements on it. This I think it's not a big one. He's giving me just two. The big one, Mr. Chairman. That is why I said my brother and friend Kofi Bua will go to hell. That's the reason why I said that the other day. Mr. Chairman, thanks to God, it is through the instrumentality of John Ejekum for...
Chairman, I am not sure. I don't know you have, a philosophical or religious bent. I did not ask you initially, Mr. Speaker. Initially, I sought to say that our good friend, on a good day, we know he's very jovial. But when you look at what is happening in the country right now, the public expects this engagement to be very serious. So I will plead with you once again. For my questions, I am not here to joke. We can joke when we get to the precinct of Parliament. Answer the questions and stop the jokes.
Honorable, what you said you had said earlier. Yeah. He was only reporting what he had said earlier.
This whole business about what is going on in the country, what is going on in the country, I find it disturbing. This is about the third time.
Can you answer the question?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. They are sure. We're not joking. The Kofi Bua thing is on the back of the answer that I'm going to give you. That's why I alluded to it. Mr. Chairman, I was going to say this, and I'm not.
Katie Amono, Minister Designate for a Trade and Industry Ministry. And again, back to question we in the background. Na and commona kosua drum pempensua. Ayana minority for the direct answer. And unim the kofa komo we nyina ba e the CEO drill ship saga no.
Yeah.
Mahama Yariga bizani bi. Alhassan Suyini so ye dey e bizani bi. And afen so bedrum pempenso bi omubuzani say wo deputy energy minister dia pa no betimi and then sa pempem the bo aka say eno ne the greatest achievement. And also go for drill ship saga no ebaye. Now, and common koya masese mpempenso aya bedru ni say ye hwe yoko anim. Ye hwe de yoko anim say wono na beboa na sa asem no ya pe ne pomasibre because sa asem na be yes amantwentwen a etata ketiamon baby ode ne ho befa bia. Enti anyama ho say wo public accounts committee wo appointment committee wo mujumadi o mo sha ase nra no sa asem we esa baye. Na honorable Oseche Mensa Bonsu and na honorable Afenyo Markins omo beboa ya ma asem no ekowie say he say yoko aban no sa abredwo ma aban no issue white paper we issue white paper no che say nia eye so commissioner ne ye no titiu de fa Katie Hammond ho no and said Antona Sumu ye nti opese further investigation ye den ekoso na the obey sa further investigation no economic organized crime office yoko na hasa so yin ka say and not
Facebook koti article 94 2D
that's right
and of the constitution and then mechanic rofo or say it states a person shall not be qualified to be a member of parliament if he does if he has been found by the report of a commission or committee of inquiry into an incompetent to hold public office or a person in respect of whom a commission of inquiry has found that while being a public office, he acquired asset unlawfully or defrauded the state or misused or abused his office or willfully acted in a manner prejudicial to the interest of the state, and findings have not been set aside or appeal for judicial review.
Say obi ye pound say obey minister na say opeso ye member of parliament mpo na say ya ye nhwehwemu bia fa no ho.
Yes.
Na nhwehwemu no nsuzu anso ada di pefe say wabu man no waye bukata sem ye bu no ye bua no say wodi fo.
Yes.
E wo asem kura ye de ato no so a woni sa kwanya
oye be member of parliament.
Member of parliament. Impo minister. So be a member of parliament, minister, and on the basis for
his argument,
yes, Sagano. It is a some ye be who na wie ye be who ye free mu buy ye be who ye said ye si bua ye Katie Hammons ye bua no say wodi bem anasa wodi fo ye de yoko beka no and no na be boama asem na ya pede pomasi bre
it will mean say since our yoko findings buy no maybe sir anasa ye bisa will let's suggest Katie Hammond cannot be minister substantive if so to me pass it through her.
That's the question. I'll be able to. I mean, sure, I want to be able to question. No, but I'm free a year trade and industry ministry. Now I'm quite Greek ministry because why am I down for?
Oh.
And I wouldn't me.
My friend, you are not my friend. My
friend cannot be my friend.
Can you convince me to trust you as a minister of state, considering what happened at Dwabo Ase?
But I told you are my friend.
It doesn't matter.
And today you don't trust me.
I'm asking a question.
Today you don't trust me.
No, I'm asking a question that can you convince me?
You should be testifying on my credibility.
No, it's not about credibility. I said convince me. We are here for the people of Ghana. Okay, so we have to ask the questions that are needed. And I'm asking the questions.
Hey,
I have to. Please, your mic's off. Hey. Now I have to come in.
Honorable nominee. In your earlier statement, in answering a question posed to you by Honorable Minister for Energy, you said nobody died as part of the Ayawaso West Wagon by election operation.
And then you are expecting no more a job interview no panel and say won't be sansam no one can say bisana. And yet it didn't about say interview.
Sir, the thing is, unimi minimo, but beyond minimo unimi.
Doesn't matter.
This is a Jumao.
Yes.
In any case, no. Friendship aside,
yes,
this is the people of Ghana.
Yes.
And Atokain, Honorable Kaino. We are here for the people of Ghana.
Yes.
Intino, say unimi, say unama mediani di, say na top of washeme, say me na mema school fees, say na no a hard na yaban and found.
But a very simple question. What's it you see what Dwabo Ase?
Yes,
I also was gone.
Wo Brian Champo, government what prepare a issue over 500-page document. A cite say you did wrong by issuing the friends invincible forces and as whichever tax or mokoyen, it was wrong. Until you were reassigned from Ministry of National Security because of Sawi. All the people implicated, no, they were reassigned.
And what
Bisa said, ye nimo, ne utumi ye Dwabo Ase. Based on that, you bet me and Yajido Muse, a Greek ministry now about no to be Jumba Papa and Fansu.
We have a very simple question.
Only me saying.
No, we have a simple question.
So this was emotional blackmail and uncle person de man on our forcing.
Oh, emotional blackmail.
Of course, Kwame. For example,
so Madam for
exactly because Unimi, you know my history, so you can vouch for me at any day. Ube to me jinemu amame. It is so called dimi akajinemu. Ne one kabe to me dimi akajinemu no. That's the true word. No. Now bejina bechika said now kwame asema uke no shall be to me account we are. Then clearly no Charlie many wo.
But between Ghana for never.
And again, you look at the demeanor of Brian Champo. Look at his demeanor.
Yeah.
He was surprised.
Yeah.
Now on share say way beba.
Yeah. And I shake Katie Hamon so dimina. On also back on no crack. Just a no money no crack dream
business as usual.
Say ladies
now to me I could through Anna Name. Why should you come and stress me?
Ain't that Brian a champion to me could say. Sir, planting for food and jobs, yeah, get 3.2 billion cities HME. When you could grow, extra Ghana for you name catcher say, one no cramp and got 3.2 billion no cramp. No question. Honorable Atofos Busan say, get 3.2 billion cities and after planting for food and jobs. No, sir, 3.2 billion cities here, yeah, me. Edia Zuzan's one yen free, yen free planting for food and jobs. Winim. And I say, me crown a pair briefing, you know, men said the name near every maba, but a coming quadia say 3.2 billion and the addition with the Ankesha. And I say, yeah, the 3.2 billion and I say Greek mo, and I took quarantine and catch it and said, no, and yeah, Greek sector don't quite some just planting for food and jobs, yeah, the 3.2 billion and I say, so you see, there was a certain thinking. Woman they call one person me train go for adwen esi so wabra ya de tonton sansan na eto adwen bi e no mode bowura your friends appointment committee in dwumadie na se adwen mode call ne se ebe business as usual already na NDC amanyoko no de abetu dwa se wo momra se bedwafo no wo ba bia Ghana fo akoma wo no wo munyina so na o ma ya appoint wo no ye mo bongalat afanyo markings be ye press conference Eka say na honorable fifi have equate ukura say we na ye mrase bedwani yes enti adenti na wo ka bibi say de mo ye ebu ye ka bi mami ka bi amamuo animtia na adenti na members of parliament no mo don kuma no ejeja omo ho am ye jojo mu say enfonyi afanyo markings e be try no but you see meba we kasa but you see honorable Dr. Kasiela to forcing eden something to just say baby a Ghana for adwen wo any baby a Ghana for akoma wo eno ni omu nyina so eno honorable mago eno obekire mu ye say ene se woni Ghana ni bia kasa na obusa no about government size a obete de obeka aban ni size na de tutu ye sikasa mo any baby a yadru any appointment ya nanado aye wo kasa Ghana for mbeka wansama obete nsema ombeka it is on this basis enti na omu ne wo mo executives omo NDC mo akọ ye benkrom ajatum se won betu sa anamo no
anamotu ye mu apanyo marking e ka se NDC to say omo members of parliament around no because of that directive way no obeka ya emra e ba say ye vote of censure on Ken Oforiatta JFK issue statement
JFK
MPP General Secretary
Kodua
Justin Kodua
General Secretary
issue statement Eka said they should make sure they don't vote on that and then majority they stage the walkout in terms of because na majority for no munim nyansantina na MPP as a party
but there's a huge difference emphasize difference
no even that aside no I'm just building the point
it cannot be aside it was a state na sa issue na very instructive on confiding said there's a huge difference between near majority for the year, you know, in terms of omu party ni show mo, say a minority for the year, omu omu free. Any near NDC amanyo kono share a minority members in the show mo. There's a difference.
The difference is this: the MPP DN was just for the parochial interest of MPP as a party and the interest of Ken Oforiatta as a finance minister. But when we are looking at the totality of the Ghanaian populace, Omo and a demand they say the government size no should be reduced.
That's right.
Intina Emma, there's the Intina side difference no. In any case, Atoforsen in his first public address and making that statement saying they will not, he said the strong note, he said, they will not allow the government to even increase the size by one. No, he made that statement. Into what is the business of Apanyu marking, Babeka say NDC, even if NDC, fine. But then the minority leader at the time had made mention, say, they will not allow it. And to say, I buy better so. Because in any case, Sir Obiamwa, Minister of State,
and local government. And I feel
I mean, under, your friend is saying, Finance Ministry, what are you going to do there?
in charge of finance.
So if you want to, if person abna say what are they doing? So if you want to remove them, you too enough for commercial.
And a 2 deputies no more trade and industry ministry no. See the back go count. Yeah, the stick account. It's all about 3.
Me say, and
3 including Katie Amon.
After Nebeko share.
I was for your tonton Zansan ya dia bramo and something ya dia too many no fa adwen na ye nyina ye ntu wana mo wo Ghana di mo na ye mo my Ghana boss ho ban pa hwi.
Welcome to Auto Check Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hour crash.
Sure.
Check, auto checks, check, auto checks, check.
Emission, check.
Check, auto check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit Auto Checks at Koforodia Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much.
Auto checks.
Auto checks. Check.
Auto Checks. Your safety, our priority.
Check. Auto checks.
If I cry na menyisika, etia ye mefui.
Ehin fapa na menya bosia edi atre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre me busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamu akwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodo bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekoko abosia, susu account, and it does all savings account. Me bada chain savings account and the akeka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Na won so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank enti me pa minie.
Me Dwabo Ase.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Welcome to Auto Check Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hour crash.
Sure.
Check, auto checks, check, auto checks, check.
Emission, check.
Check, auto checks.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit Auto Checks at Koforodia Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much.
Auto checks.
Auto checks. Check.
Auto Checks. Your safety, our priority.
Check. Auto checks.
If I cry na menyisika, etia ye mefui.
Ehin fapa na menya bosia edi atre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre me busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamu akwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodo bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekoko abosia, susu account, and it does all savings account. Me bada chain savings account and the akeka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Na won so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank enti me pa minie.
Me Dwabo Ase.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Welcome to AutoCheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many Accra.
Sure.
Check, auto checks, check, auto checks, check.
Emission, check.
Auto checks.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit AutoChecks at Koforodia Aquadrum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much.
AutoChecks.
AutoChecks, check.
AutoChecks, your safety, our priority.
Check, AutoChecks.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehin papa na menya bosia edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre me busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yema mwakwa baba Suhum Rural.
Mama one, Auntie B, Tetegu, Macho Baby Wobia, a YouTube. What do you say? Oh, don't power, Mama one, more fire. Oh my goodness. Wait to message about our Facebook Live, Power 979, TVXYZ Ghana, Pamika's Prosophic Castles, Bob One Wajon Zoboko, Bema Wutieme. Woko Johnson, now watch him, now Bobena, as the edge of war. With the Prosophic capsules, I'm about one Soboko, a drought, Solak Natural Clinic, and the Abadrama shop. And I feel so Zipman capsules, but my man, Samino, what's my yam and every pay year? Zipman capsules, your bonus, and is a Pangay, who better than that. And I feel so Solak mixture. Your bonus, and is also trying. I didn't mind your mind, Gugu. It's a if you're in a chaka, why a poto? Nana to tata no bawa, or maybe you, yay. Enya what the Solak mixture ebema ho so twan bema insenza ne ntideno o se tuka ensem fatal o krache part say wona ma mountain wona nsa hye oboto medwin se sikampo na wuyi o se mahu o se wodi ear piece na hye waso wodwin se wutie enwom ya to wutie Power FM na wona nsa hye oboto ensem fatal wona nsa hye oboto na wo pusa wodi Solak mixture ebebo ama ntideno to atwa ekuro so be tale ho nya oko Jeff Herbal shop obenya drebiato and afi so pharmacy and chemical shops ahodo ewo Ghana fana nyina etufo betma for Solak Natural Clinic 0245 616 028 0245 616 028 me mama chesron ko fifi boafo our cocoa board. He's doing the listening. Also, Charlie, my few radio. Yeah, few radio.
Until now. So, your manager, I will see you office.
He's a big man. Charlie, what's up? Then I got some.
Come. Hey. No, bro, what to do? Katie Hammond, no. Ora Agboja Gavins. I got some media go to Hakrano. Only me, you man, no auto. No, yeah, but my. I Midian and yo, yeah, what ma? I Midian and yo, Katie.
It's all about the head.
Katie. But come on, Massa Mumu. Nano pay the whole of Sumpotima. I'm saying, me Pecubiato Menabio. Ah, share. Are minim
fresh juice in him. It's a Fufredi.
It's a Fufredi.
Kwabra Bobia Zeti. Kwame Muye de Mepasa Daka. Mugabe Marseille. Say inside politics called level for fraud.
Oh yes.
What do you say?
Oh yes.
They say what TV show, also radio show.
Oh yes.
XYZ Broadcasting Limited. What do you say?
Oh yes.
General Manager Mugabe.
Oh yes.
More fire.
Chiano.
Okay. And for you can see brain.
If you can see brain na Commander Boham. Kwabena Bobi ansa. O se mincha listo we mano na.
Okay.
Listo we enano pensi e chiao. Umpom ti den.
Listo.
Je de se bibia boko.
Listo in some our tregu Facebook there.
Enye easy.
What I call radio show.
Daily graphic na da manim ha no. What's a room and from my home no. En sheda nya papa. enti Environmental Protection Agency won and Ghana Meteorological Agency for no what they call bonsa kwa mamofu say yan start say nose mask no yebesa nga shebium enti enam sunti odi Henry Kokofu papai
okay
or EPA director papa na no pe mi chiao ni aka ho de menka
appointment ye bio
Come, Katie Hammond in some sort of daily graphic and him her. Also, support is a near my crab or Maimono, a doso do, and Tia Kati Katisuna. You, Katie, appointment committee. I see you just
Papa no way.
And send your minister no bear has a one grab or Modo Fiaman on him again. Daily graphic and him have you, or change Pantanga Yarisabian Kwame would the car. 25 suppliers what they young and in row ebra wong no what the count himself to the extent say goil crowd what the goil foka Ghana Oil Company 2.8 million Ghana cedis 25 suppliers what the nyama bra wong no what the wonka abra husem eti enu no ma sebio wo mo adwumuka yare a wo mo that pantan no kwamba so ne be fa hwe abra husem daily graphic de ho amanebo
aba na betwitwa age wo mo aban
enya bankro ya
aban ni sika we
aban so ni bi
zikna sika bebre na we
Kwame Arahusem.
Say yes, sika no wa ya.
Aban amapani se sika no wa ti sika so kom de yen.
Na be de eche so ka se no anso ya gigi to no.
Esan say ono so wa yeduma Bank of Ghana dan ti sika no wa ha. Eso ewi ase no to no so won agai.
It's digital funeral no ye.
Arahusem. Kwame.
Here ba mo ba you ku ni po. I say ba obi agai economy asem kana. Ono na digital funeral.
Kwame nini semu afufuro bi na no pay daily graphic area ba Ghanaian Times ana medru su sabre wo chem se kopemu wo atifidu mantema Kwame enya asem de ene free hodin ba na no pay ni nyina na bokun sensem wo se won asi ohene bi wo ho no na enam mra kwanso nti wo chem se akoma kosoro wo ho titiru kopemu wo na lerugu a wo chem se manfo no won buefu ne nenen wo ho no na no pay Ghanaian Times ebo ho amane Dr. Kwabena Dufo aka kire abanse enye sa DDP na bebu ama Ghana yan economy na aje gro niam abeko ye eno su wo kan tax me kwam yate e bantem dodo o ka wa mama kan Anthony Judas o say adan pardon e bantem dodo mi ka sem no say yate uti ni den kwari Ghanaian Times mu biom leadership nsensem no eno akopem appointment committee enim na Owura Katie Hammond aka Otowe KT o say onya fumsu bia wa sadreship a okotunto ye
ba ye busa say yoko adi huduma no edi o se won hye dan kai sem na ye bebre won adwum na opeso ohunu sabi asa abanyo market zone or strategy bi we ya na asa wodwen say wo court and Katie Hammond e wa adaka anim it we had cross examination and jamla digital cross there wo ti awo sere ari wo de Katie Hammond asa adaka anim wo bi se nsem wo bi se wo edu be bo say oh Katie Hammond tre ne tie de we karo tie de we karo se do be obetime yi manu ye e wana Katie asa Katie adwala na agakito na ba jawo o de kasa bitie chale
kwari Arahusem
ema edru yoko de no no say we nyine no ekopie mu se yoko nya hwehwemu na yoko aye jama bia yoko ato de nsafra woda wo say me shadanka
o se kubese wanya nzufufuru wo ma eya na odu ano
de ba ano no
etie yi ni zafufuru na no Ghanaian Times de aba Kwame Chronicle na medru su sabre na domkuma wo mo Ghana mrahye begwefin won aka kire omanpanyin Akufo-Addo sasoafo no until so free 86 mfama puemo 65 wonya ne sa na betumi aboa ma Ghana yan economy no bekoyie na ahemfo ene mpanyifo nso a won ewo dambai titiru dambai hene o chemse alanchemate water na chi pampen so me flag bearer ifama na o chemse Owura Katie Hammond what's in rano what tutu mu yie sa hwie what's wo ye ne tisese bisabi tilapia wo de ne toja no susɛ no ngadan no wo de ayi enchine kakra wo ne mfi ha no wo de ba ko so ahye ha
be the spices are one
nya ize on aja no so ase e wa gboja gavin se tie na mebisa wasem ye din ye medie gori wa ha ti asema mebisa no e ho na branch abo guys say aw na wo atufo so e madafo na unya madafo o se da bi enya da fo
ben ram na shebedwa for no in fact even on the majority side me ma boza kese pa e dia Greater Accra Regional Minister Honorable Henry Cote obusa very relevant questions to the point say wabra wo guso wo obusa no edu point bi na so no ani colleagues no as obu peso obu twintwa na mu bi what is the questions no obusa na hia say kwan be so ene ebo eye local businesses ho ban kwan be so na wo ketiamo obebo ho ban kwan be so aketiamo de nam ho
the business analyst and a Medusi Sabri UT Bangagu Nura Ayora Kofi Amwaben Prince Ochrem say Jenaya Bangsi so begusa sika krabian enye Jenai Papa na Bangisi abangna nyade it no sum sem e wo the boka
so no so beto ma NDC
oh yes okokan wo GTV it was it same ni ya sha bangna said dodo abangna se niema nkoye sana Prince Kofi Amwaben aka na wotwem se Ecobank Kenya so won appointi Era Josephine Anan Ankoma se omaye new managing director in Fama won e wo Kenya man no susu mu na no pay the Democrat the abana the anchor newspaper na Medrusu Sabre tie se ne ode aba o say you can't stop a counter but spare Okobin mining ni nyina eye fama gudi to a enna ne mrakwanso yi owram ne kuduka eno ninam ene fi abang echem se akonta mine ni niamanema na nya de se wo mo eye illegal mining wo man mu na mo fufuru bi ti se okobindi abanga ye na adwen se obeja wo no won aye adwuma e wo ho no ena mebu wo mo ewo important mo chem se jiwa youth no wo chem se wo mo ni abang enya adwen fei minu commission so wo mo question wo se gina ben ena wo risi e wo sade ne so ene fei ranking member on education committee wo parliament Dr. Clement Park ena wakase on ninua no chokutoi and I kase what say education minister on effective
no be adwumayi obi akogina kindergarten bia no kokase e say there enam NGO idiomaye nti e ba be ye bi pa Ghana I mean how what as education minister obi a wo se say wakoje ntete wa manone suku wa America we say the America for eyo mo normal na obi NGO abebie entotofiwa ye mofre true aye dia abefo tentafidie ne yina so edisua de akoma ntu sa na mo na kwa unu se bibi sa wo hwa ye betima ye e wo my Ghana then the whole president is there where they work ahomam see ye bibi say sa hey
abanga yete hu ne
ye no ma o
Keti Hammond any Brian Champoro ofe ora
bakraba me muso mo say etimu hunu de ekoso no mu hu no me ne Ghana for no omu hunu de ekoso
enwu say Ghana for kam ya say Ghana for ayedin
asa de eto ye na efe
I said the bia say edru bi so na achi en bisa no
anafunu na afunu ye nti enya nkasa bi o
menwu kwam ma me tua so Keti Hammond Brian Champoro ne fe ora Esamu Abating enwa wokopem appointment committee na nim no no so hu sem e the anchor newspaper na yenua atu what na nananom ensia do no was a pressure be amount of parliament say obetimi pass e non custodial law no say na be a obetimi dia ona yenua eye Christian Achu na maminko the Daily Dispatch na wo chem say Baumia no obetimi lead NPP for according to Daily Dispatch wo chem say delegate no na MPB so na waka ne sa de ho amanebo aba o man panyinga Akufo-Addo unsu chem say
delegate say
enu de wa kire dodo wanchere dodo
it woni ba miensa bi na kasa no mo say
oba ni dem
Baumia na betibadi animo
say Daily Dispatch
no, I don't care about paper crow no me busa say delegate say no ni omo kasa krata na kire
wanchere
ba wo say delegate no
delegate no any mrashe begwani bi na oni won akasa no
chem say mrashe begwani bi
and I watch him say Baumia no I say Baumia is the best flag bearer for NPP MP to NPP delegates so eti mrashe begoni no ka kire delegate ni say say na de native no Baumia e no betimi lead wo
okay eti mrashe begoni bi na e ka kire delegate
say
okay anya say bia woni delegates
akwa Debbie
mrashe begoni ni etu
e no mo say Baumia na the best
and what ton Baumia e de akire delegate
sir
okay
ho amanebo e wa ahanam kwam the Daybreak newspaper and na ode owura apenyo makin or deputy majority leader our parliament and na him say minority no won amfo buni ni de ankwama Ghana yen afi apim ahankron ediokron ebien wuma anase buka eno na yedukro man no o say minority no won amfo obuni ni de ankwama ayesa buku no
ati se de na no mo so ye
sa no opache
se bia
Sebia.
Atika.
Eti enu ho asem e the daybreak newspaper eti Kwame infonikese no ha na me di ne mom bokun sensem no wo chem se mebun a won ewo importemo wo chem se police station bi a ewo ehonom no won akotwa oja de atum ne nyina nam se sene abambofo ye won adwensa nka wo bekwa akokere eye nayiri ewo importemo ni ntino mebunu akotwa oja de atu police station na ewo ehonom enye enikasem na anopei Kwam brain ye di ejuma
wawie
nti fonikase no tew ha na me di nya besi na Kwame ansa na mekọ no unim se na no na me ninam kumase
okay
obi pese oyo mampanin ansa na obayo mampanin o pese o flag bearer ma political party bi
okay
na wo sa nipa kro ya no wo kokai ba bi se nsentwe ni bi a wo twa na nanam se de wo kire no won vim no na sa ninam kwante ba bi na onim ade a oreye Kwam mi se meka kire wa Kwam enya yize mebun ni meba bi no nam na twitwitwi mebun nu no nim sa kra meti ho miaywa wo mu wo santimantem eno ni nam edu anajo fa no ni won egori sa Kwam no nim sa kra meti ho ene segi kwa oya ni se wia no abegina me I got a lot of money, yeah. What about you sir? Come, no sem. Na ni oya is ana defa no.
Said Nanado Amadi and I for. It will be a who say obey to me. Etika. Nanado Amadi and I for. It will be at who say no. If Nanado can do it, then I can do it. Yeah.
Nice, I didn't go ye.
Come, bow me a crap as a president. I was saying.
Eti Kwam nanu isama isi wo Kumasi
afanyo markets class and say crowd no crowd because when your president
afanyo market
is it quite na bio obi apeso ye because ya twase bia to say you bet why you say tro can say I'm a Ghana for kan hwe
Kwam enti mami fa ni nyina si na mpanyifo wo mo santimantem ya amane boni na napia o Kumasi na no pemida si yi papa Kumasi fu nyina so Kwam brepem no be bo amane na ora John Anani Agbozo oni Prosper Donunu eni ma Gladys na no pe me ma won ache
me da say eno asafo agye ka say ye loot exchanger bi be si man mu akrati o say ye loot exchange that exchange men ka we dey 423 say ye loot exchanger ye be si o man mu ha no e chenkure asafo agye ba bia wo bia me ho agye
Jaisaye Norika Jaisaye Norika Obiara bomu Yanku you me te wasam na me pa yanku the game changer yanku you me te wasam na me pa yanku me proud that brilliant it man proud that boy from kunle yimo Yesu sudam arato
Ukuswa wuti Dwabo Ase pa 97.9 ye dan ho aba ma mo hwe wo TV XYZ ye ba ye twan komo no so kai say ye gusu a ye pense nia ekoso ewo ye appointment committee o mudwumadi o mo sha ase no me ye sure say enen so o mbeto aso ye ne abenfo bi so be ka say no mo so akere o madwen wo nia o muhunu ye ne ne o mote ye
Honorable Katie Hammond, on 30th of October 2022, Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research urged government, downsize government to solve part of the economic situation. 21st January 2023, Professor Eli Claim, Komla, a lecturer at University of Ghana, downsized government to be able to solve part of the economic as a challenge. 26 October 2022, Occupy Ghana, downsized government to be able to solve part of the economic situation. 8th November 2022, Professor Joseph Obiri Mante, Presbyterian moderator, downsized government to be able to solve part of the economic situation. 9th of February 2023, Pentecostal Council, downsized government to be able to solve part of the economic situation. 22nd November 2022, Catholic bishops, downsize government to be able to solve part of the economic situation. 9 February 2023, Ghana Pentecostal Charismatic Council downsize government to solve the economic situation. Honorable Katie Hammond, you haven't said anything here that tells me that you are coming to add anything at all to government. Don't you feel you should basically tell the government, to tell President Akufo-Addo, thank you for appointing me, but I think you can do a better job by realigning the current ministers and get efficiency out of government so that you save this committee the trouble of even making any recommendation on you at all.
Mr. Chair, but I think I disagree with my learned colleague. Learned colleague, that's right. I disagree. No.
I'm not a lawyer.
All right.
I am a chartered architect with the Ghana Institute of Architects and Royal Institute of British Architects as well.
Well done.
In good standing, actually.
Okay. Well done. I disagree. I disagree with you.
Agree. My final question, Honorable Katie Hammond. We are told the bulk of our compatriots in this country are young people, and we believe they must be able to make their point forcefully, even if they disagree with me, you, government, opposition. Do you still believe that the youth, the curvature of the youth in this country is such that they cannot have the ability to make good judgment on government policies? I.e., you were quoted of saying that some youth have coconut head and don't have the ability to make a point or to criticize government. Do you still believe in that?
No, but that's not even what I said. That's not, you get this in proper perspective. That's not what I said. We've all been youth before. When I joined the Kufuor government, I was the youngest, even though at 40. I was the youngest, though a deputy minister. All of them, I was the youngest. So we can I? That's
quite an old young person, to be honest. 40 is quite old.
But that's the point I'm making. I was. But we've been young before. So it's not for anybody to try and cascade the youth unreasonably. What I have been saying is this, and let's get it right. The youth must all the reasons to say what they want to say. They have the right, the entitlement to participate in the government of the country. What I said was that there was a limit to how these matters are to be handled. There has been this whole business, and if you recall, I think the communist revolution also, what it was that when we come to government, the first thing we do, all the lawyers, we chain them together and then dump them under the sea. We kill all of them. It's been one of the communist manifesto sort of thing. My argument is that you don't rule a country without the adults. I maintain it. The youth alone cannot run a country. It's not possible. There can be a mixture of the youth and my friends, my nephews, Abrokwa, and all the young ones who have been in government, Pong Kroma and others, they are in government. It's never been my argument that they cannot have a say in the run of the country. I said they should be tamed, they should be temperate in the kind of things that they say. And the suggestion that every adult is useless. You look at me, you think I'm useless? Thank you, you are useless.
So yeah, Brasia kakra. Yeah, figurehead, Penia, Obi can this year, I know executive presidency. Omani na Penia or that no. And now or buy one Kabibia and your political platform Supreme Court or buy it. And now say, oh, this idea depending on how we are so be about I would and that you know Mabuna Maya Mona Debia ever catch the Munabutre. And Penfonio my mother, Debia America. Asambani yesi ye kwa kapa yesi ye kwa ko hu abrewa ya ka se ye ko hu mo no na muguo da muti aye yesi nkube da muguo no nyamo ne yesi ye ko hu mo yesi ye kwa ko hu abrewa no eye opini ya wanyina nyini ya bibi wodi tiri ye kwa ko hu no mo so mpedifo wa kuro mu nyina na mo de their policies nti now president Mania political importance be a political rally, anya she na anya munya botre muhia na mo ye monoma mumye mumpirifo na ya say policy nti na so na dey obi atem democracy na ba ozo obi ebie na o tempirifo so ye anya possible say be jai man kwara no mo hu amai mo hu ye number 1 mo ntiase
Can you convince me to trust you as a minister of state, considering what happened at Dwabo Ase?
But I told you are my friend.
It doesn't matter.
And today you don't trust me.
I'm asking a question.
Today you don't trust me.
No, I'm asking a question that can you convince me?
You should be testifying on my credibility.
No, it's not about credibility. I said convince me. We are here for the people of Ghana.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I've been looking for the opportunity to put my record, my achievements on it. This I think it's not a big one. He's giving me just two. The big one, Mr. Chairman. That is why I said my brother and friend Kofi Bua will go to hell. That's the reason why I said that the other day. Mr. Chairman, thanks to God, it is through the instrumentality of John
Chairman, I am not sure. I don't know you have, a philosophical or religious bent. I did not ask you initially, Mr. Speaker. Initially, I sought to say that our good friend, on a good day, we know he's very jovial. But when you look at what is happening in the country right now, the public expects this engagement to be very serious. So I will plead with you once again. For my questions, I am not here to joke. We can joke when we get to the precinct of Parliament. Answer the questions and stop the jokes.
Honorable, what you said you had said earlier. You're only reporting what he had said earlier.
As this whole business about what is going on in the country, what is going on in the country, I find it disturbing. This is about the third time.
Can I answer the question?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. They are sure. We're not joking. The Kofi Bua thing is on the back of the answer that I'm going to give you. That's why I alluded to it. Mr. Chairman, I was going to say this, and I'm now going to it.
Hi, Biaya, and Kuma Breso, or yes, Yai to another facilities to what say, Babia, Mobrowa for another Omuni be, and now Omo Bibin tea, or Maqua Tribuno, Yadumba Bahanam Nanka, Abai Ashewomo, and Yababa Beshe said the Hanum Jumedi Dino Hanum City City. A Hanum dear, a Bayan Cassa, a dear, Kane Mampany, or Sergeant Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, ADC Honum, 1957. SNK Famwa, Emroa 4, Mobroa 4. Any omuni bi nanso so be hesa bia ese de siti a enye bia ya ye de tete emobrawafo enemrewafo enim omuni bi se abaya hu mobo ese wo ye mobrawa nti obefa do akoba bia awo se na wo da abonten ana obefa do aba fie enti anigi a wonya na abonten no awo se fie de ne sene de na wonya na abonten nanso aha na montesa Onimnyafo Joseph Osei Owusu, first deputy speaker of Mrasebejom, ono anso na ye Mrasebejani ma adehyewo bekwai. Ochirimu a ebe mfie aduasa edekọ aduana nie no. Aban emwa ode boa adwumayefo ekofom. Enti ehun behia se ankrankra enso ebetwa woni aba behwe hanom. Ochirimu a se edane painting, se edane so apa yenkoye hu no nyina ne ankrankra na eboa. Na se yetimi twa ni ebehwe sabia yi emani timi gina ne na so a ebetimi di anigye ene sire aba nkofo bibria omwa ahoyehia mu a anka sabia yi ebetimi aboa wo. If say sabia yi nkwa na ebia ya Ghana hanom enyina no eye bia ya aban dia wayi asi wo se yemfa nhwe emrewafo nkokora ene mobrowafo. Afi nso asoye a sa bia ye show mase no omumani nkwa hanom na so omani nkwa hanom a ebetimi aboa ama amanfo nso eho ato omu
said ye wo hu our social welfare and our people told me sa ni we mpo no aboafo bi mu a baabi o ha sai ko aboafo bi abepa so aboso foforo bi o ha aboafo bi abepenti ho se do mo didi mu die ni baba ko bi o ho bi esisi ne sika se enso pani edi mi no nti aboafo adawo ma ne ne yemu fam bi azampi ma me tiase emo ne adede bia mango bi sika ko dofu mu fu bebre ya me se mo fa bo na me de track ko omo ku hweduane ka ma na ma bi ya ma omo sa senka eye aban asemo gina ho ma oman asede no ban ho de ko fom papa nti fa no ejina mam fo mo afo no mete ho esta ma omo de kwa na me mpio tre bia no wo mo afro na na die se wa me so ya sene kokwa po hunye duane ni meni nyini ya ha me hu se se oman adwuma ni me hu ze me ze bia ba hada the only old people's home me chiti sepia se ministry
ene yade nkakra bi ni ntino nka hu be hia se saa bia yi kaya je hu ama wo mu efise omutimi pie kwa abontene na wo nwa saa ba abra omope bia mu adwumayefo no wa na kyeremu se enkenye saa na omope na nam se yenje bia ye no hu ntino saa na akwa no
Daniel Abuaje
awoye panyin kwankyerefo a oda saa bia ye no hanom no ese Ganafo emeye wo mu emwa awa akwa hodo nyina so
because this is the only facility and what mine serve this purpose and as your mind is a mandate we bind the in this surgery and yeah admission from all the 16 regions and a cocra track Ghana. These persons and we admit them they suffer from one illness or the other na no you sick bay and so ha no the Kwai Municipal Hospital has been of help to us in as much as we have to pay sometimes a kind of cost as well you done it down MC or the Kwai you done it down honorable MP in Krata Sem and the hospital
ekuekuo ahodo bebre ena wode beto dwa se wompene ema aban emfa won sika enko esan aban debt exchange program na oye nunti na answer nan okaiwe.
I also want to assure all Ghanaians that no individual or institutional investor, including pension funds, government treasury bills or instruments, will lose their money as a result of our ongoing IMF negotiations. There will be no haircuts. So I urge all of you to ignore the false rumors. Just as in the banking sector cleanup, government ensured that the 4.6 million depositors affected by the exercise did not lose their deposits. Meaning, sir, as not as a term, ayade. Nanso mo bi ampaba. Unkosenye jiji wa banum. Isisea itumi ma free SHS, any one district, one factory, eba muno. Isisea eboa ma itumi pam corona yare ni free omanimu. Sanso na maban etoto niema yie. Samre ema ahoto aba omanimu.
Wabra na akufo-addo ede asem wei eto dwa no enu echi wo December bosomin finance minister esanso ebesi so se enya de a haircut bia ebeba.
Today, we are here to officially launch Ghana's domestic debt exchange program. The objective of this program is to alleviate the debt burden in a most transparent, efficient, and expedited manner. In this context, by means of an exchange offer, the government of Ghana has been working hard to minimize the impact of the domestic debt exchange on investors holding government bonds. In particular, it does not embed any principal haircut on eligible bonds as we promise. Let me repeat this fact as plainly as I can. In this debt exchange, individuals holding domestic bonds will not lose, are not affected by the value of their investment will be retained. So let us remove any doubt and discard any speculation that the government is about to cut your retirement savings or the notional value of your investment. This is not the case. As already announced, treasury bills are completely exempted and all holders will be paid the full value of their investment on maturity. There will be no haircut on the principal of bonds. Individuals who hold bonds would also not be affected at all. Our domestic debt operation involves an exchange for new Ghana bonds of a coupon that steps up to 10% as soon as 2025, with zero interest in 2023, and the first interest payment in 2024, and longer average maturity for the bonds. Existing domestic bonds as of 1st December 2022 will be exchanged for a set of 4 new bonds maturing in 2027, 2029, 2032, and 2037.
Nanso wenyina inkemfua Ghana Medical Association, Pensioners Association, Teacher Unions ena kuoku ahodo bebre ebetu dwa ka se enya de obepene ema aban ede won sika. Enu echi no Frank Anodon prayer oye MPP mrahye bedwani eka se seni aban ede enyama ekono enya de a eto asomu. Wei ana anye Gabi Asare ochireda akonde ya one no edi efe so ewo abefo ntintafidie so enu echi senyo hosi eso ebet kansem ochire musei.
Say no to DDE. Hashtag say no to DDE. Nothing will happen to you. There's a contract in place between you and the state. That is why they brought you the document for you to accept. If they could do it on their own, the way they are throwing their hands and saying that your thing will be worthless, why did they come to you for you to agree? Think about it. Think about it. Our legal
conversations amongst ourselves, then also stepping out. If we have to further add value to the decision,
positive response to our case. We have written to the police. Ministry of Finance and try to get the minister to speak with us if we don't get the minister today. Because of the numbers that may go, you need to inform the police. Otherwise, today we're going to go in our numbers, but we would have breached the laws of the land. And so I also read that letter which we have sent to the
big song up here, big original dad. Shut.
Ya won hyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifoɔ bosia, akuokuro bosia, susu account, anidasoɔ wɔ hɔ savings account, mebada chain savings account, ɛne deɛ keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Na won so wetumi aka sɛ
Suhum Rural Bank ama ene mayeka owner.
Suhum Rural Bank enti mepa minie.
Dwabo Ase.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Welcome to Auto Check Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hour crash.
Sure.
Emission.
check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit Auto Checks at Koforodia Aquadrum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. Auto Checks, check.
Auto Checks, your safety, our priority.
Auto Checks. If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre mi ye busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yema mwakwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hwehwe ahodo bi te se dwadifo obosia, ekuokro bosia, susu account. And it does all our savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And then the keka home. Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Now one so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka owner.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Dwabo Ase.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Welcome to Auto Check Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many Accra.
Sure.
Check, auto checks, check, auto checks, check.
Emission, check.
Auto checks.
Alignment, check.
Aha yi pa enya sam keto amanfo fie afie bebro aha mieno wonu mayiri a chese yede ho mfonyini ene ne yekekan ka ho nyina ede kiremo ye ba ye situation no se na esitie wo weja ye ne timamfo edi ho komo na ya kiremo se na esitie efri se wonu ma ene omudi komo nyina kiremo se ebinsi da se nsuo beyiri aba bebi amigiran ye se ya nta ma ha na so ene eba enduru sade beche no aha nyina beyiri achen te se ne aye ne esan gate bebreba wonu ma bie ni nti.
We don't have any other means than we are pleading to the government. Afibia yenya announcement say on be dam, but initially baby yenya no ye bia 4 years amaba ha no insio emba ho nti ya kamo kan, but we were thinking say e normal say na aye ba no, but at yesterday me wo kroma na mo frame me say insio abaya me say wow ensida me baya it was at my knee level ended ye mean to me ndro because abemne me
nti uniama ben na aka efie
mentale ya niama ya container ede ton ade provisions niama ni nia ya den afọ
nti wo shop e down ho.
Yes, down ho
and so na fa shop no niam
container no de sisi a udru ha afa container ni up because level na ya concrete no e wapa nti amenia ma container no about half level.
Yesra ban ni sa o meboa ya kakra o san se ye nyina ye no ma nyina sei
fine fa
miti echira ha ya ambulance house ya no ma nyina sei
nso ni ba na de mo hu ana
nso ni ba no eba ti se eba kitu e bi ba later a short time biana e cover ho nyina e fa ye nyina wo gina ho num kwa
se e fa mo abra na mo
fa ya bra ye ni na so ye ni na ye ho so
esi an watuma yi niam free ho
ye ntumi anyi hwe industrial machine bibia sei
so ni ba na de force bantire se mumu dwane ana
e se ye dwane ye fa ye ma ne ye dwane na ye kunu mu kwa adwuma ti e se ye fa ye ma ne ye dwane
ti no awdan
endo ye kope school mu o presby school mu on ye kodaye
ne so ho na basam
acha ni ti asra ban ni so mu meboa ye kakra mu hwe dam ne ma ye kakra ya pa mu chew
dam no nsuo na abam no yesi dam no ebi ma mu saada eti we say no yentumi mblemu obi se ono na ama nsuo abam dam no se na esisi no nsuo na babro so ntina wono ma bie ni sa eti o hwe na wote ano 4 years ago ana se wo watran face 7 years no na obu bie dam na nsuo ne ba ofie
dam na emba mi fie bi ho ma e bia compound ho num kakra bi na ba but sisi awe de ebi nsida anu o
ende se ebe yi ma sorry ba ne ma bia ye dia hogu school ni mu
awo de wonte ha
de bi at once na nso ni pie free dan ni mu wo e form wasase ni mu ɛdan ni mu ayɛ manti TV ni fridge pɛ na ɔmutumi fae ɛne nkɔla no ti yɛsrɛ mo abu ayɛ na deɛ esi wagya ha de ano ɔde
ti mo sorry mana obefa wo no mo de mo kɔn
aso praise be school ni mu ase yɛ kwa ya sorry dem ho ina ayɛ ma
makasa mabrɛ na meti makasa mapani sɛ awurade adamia mumma mawia bibia say
I be say any 3 days na mu bi nsu no but na nhyɛ da president na nhyɛ da yɛ den ɛnni suro sa ba anapɛ no afa obia feel down ha.
The President must take direct interest in reversing these unfortunate developments in the oil and gas sector, because that sector has the potential to bring in additional foreign revenue, foreign exchange. This sector has the potential to rake in additional revenues, especially now when, as a result of global circumstances, the price of these petroleum products, oil and gas, have gone upwards significantly. Governments must build on the experience and leverage the comparative edge we have as a peaceful country with highly skilled human resources to make Ghana a major hub for energy exports. Considering the wide expectation of an energy crisis in West Africa in the near future, a strategic partnership with the private sector can rake in much needed forex through export of energy. This new and additional forex will offer the Bank of Ghana critical reserves and can also finance the manufacturing sector for further job creation. We must do whatever it takes to add value to our exports through primary, secondary, and tertiary processing. We must add value to our cocoa by increasing domestic cocoa processing, refining our gold before export, and pursuing the dream of an integrated bauxite and aluminium industry. Valco and many other strategic industries that can serve as extra pillars of our economy must be brought on stream. In the last NDC administration, we made modest efforts towards extending assistance to local investors for increased production of poultry, rice, tomato, cooking oil, and pharmaceuticals. We constructed a new sugar processing plant at Commander in the Central Region and began discussions with another private sector investor about the establishment of another sugar processing plant in Savlugu in the Northern Region. We encouraged the produce buying company to build a share processing plant at Guipe, which created many direct and indirect jobs. Unfortunately, as I speak, this factory has been mismanaged and is currently shut down. We procured a strategic partner to partner with Cocoa Board to establish a jute sack production facility here in Ghana. The project was meant to eliminate our importation of jute sacks, produce enough sacks for use by Cocoa Board and for exports to the landlocked countries. Unfortunately, projects like that have also stalled since the advent of the Akufo-Addo administration. A resurrection of all these projects and ideas will not only create jobs for our young people and other able Ghanaians, but it will in the medium term help Ghana attain and consolidate our status as a middle-income country. We must plug the loopholes in our gold export industry to reap better returns from the extractive activity that is causing so much destruction to our environment. It is trite knowledge that the figures we capture in respect of our gold exports are far lower than the quantity of the gold metal that leaves our shores every year.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and thanks for having me. I arrived in the States on Monday evening, and it had been gray, overcast, in New York and also when we came into Washington. And I was joking with those who met me that I had brought a small package that had a sliver of sunlight from Africa, and so I'm happy that today we have such a bright, beautiful day with the sun smiling on us. Let me break the ice with a joke so that it gets the butterflies out of my stomach, seeing such a huge crowd. There was this guy who was supposed to give a speech. It was supposed to be a big speech for him. And so he took his time preparing, and he prepared a whole thesis. And so the day came, and he was invited to the podium, and he started to speak. The speech was so long that people started to walk out. And by the time he finished the speech, there was just one person left in the auditorium. I hope that's not going to happen to me today. And so he walked up to the single person left and thanked him for staying and listening to his whole speech. And he said, by the way, I want to ask you, why did you stay the whole time to listen to my speech? He said, yeah, because I'm supposed to speak after you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope my speech is not going to be that kind of speech. It's short and crisp. Ladies and gentlemen, I must at the onset thank you for the warm welcome that has been extended to me and my delegation since we arrived here yesterday. The story of your journey as a world-class Christian-centered institution of learning has been as much of resilience as it has been of inspiration. Liberty University is an institution founded on discipline, industry, and the love of God. I'm most delighted to be here and to have the opportunity to address you all, particularly the young, budding intellectuals in this auditorium. Liberty, being one of the world's largest Christian institutions of higher learning, makes me feel right at home. As a student of communications and history, I often find it irresistible whenever the opportunity affords itself to share with my audience stories from the African continent and my own perspectives about life, especially when as a diverse global population, we have so much in common. Not many people know this, but at a point in my life, I was preparing myself for life as an academic, where daily interactions with students like yourselves would have been the norm, when I received the call to serve my country in a much higher position of leadership. And yes, like Robert Frost, a man who had some of his works published here in Virginia, as he observes in his poem, The Road Not Taken, there are times when we all would wonder about that other road we could have taken and whether it would have been more fulfilling than what we took. But as followers of Christ, we can never doubt that the road we have taken in respect of our faith is the right one. And that is why as Christians, even 2,000 years after the resurrection of Christ, we have a responsibility under the Great Commission proclaimed in Matthew 28:16-20 to spread the gospel and win souls for Christ and save mankind from damnation on the day of judgment. We have a duty to let our light shine across the world. According to the status of Global Community 2021 report by the Center for Study of Global Christianity, over 2.5 billion people out of a total population of over 7 billion people, representing about 32%, are Christians in this world. This makes up about a third of the world's population. Christianity is also the dominant faith in my country, Ghana, with Christians making up almost 2/3 of the population. Other faiths such as Islam and African traditional religion are significantly present in my country. This fact notwithstanding, Ghana is one of a few countries in the world where there is almost utmost peaceful religious coexistence amongst all religious faith. Working as a president who happens to be a Christian, I recognize that I presided over a country of mixed faith, mixed cultures and ethnicity, with multiple indigenous languages, It was therefore a constitutional injunction on me to promote harmony and peace amongst the diverse people that make up our nation. In Ghana, it's not uncommon to find Muslims join their Christian neighbors in church to commemorate an event, and Christians vice versa, joining their Muslim colleagues to mark various ceremonies. I must hasten to add that our situation is not entirely reflective of what pertains on the African continent or our sub-region. Ghana is an island of religious calmness in a sea of turbulence, as almost all our surrounding neighbors have in recent times experienced some major form of insurgency, coup d'etats, or other conflicts, including religious conflicts. To the north of Ghana, we have Burkina Faso and Mali, and there still remains an ever-present threat from religious fundamentalists operating in the Sahel and recruiting young Africans to join their terrorist networks. You probably would have heard about Boko Haram, which is a terrorist group that operates mainly in Nigeria and around the Lake Chad region. This terrorist group gained world infamy when they abducted over 200 girls from a secondary school in a town called Chibok. Many of these groups lay claim to a puritanical concept of Islamic jihad, but the fact that they are indiscriminate in who they attack, including killing their own fellow Muslims, gives us an indication of the extent of their perversion. There are also ISIS and bandits operating in the Sahelian region. In all these acts, one thing is clear. Leadership at all levels, including the family, the school, the church, the government, all have the responsibility to educate and inform the impressionable young members of our society about the imminent threats and dangers out there. Governments owe it as a responsibility to do all they can to secure the peace and safety of the nation, but above all, to reduce youth unemployment. This is necessary to ensure that the young people do not become easily recruitable to fill the ranks of the insurgents due to frustration and lack of opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, before I end, I will tell you another joke. And
the serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 Ga West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
A state-of-the-art facility built with your family needs in mind. A medical center positioned for all your fertility problems and other diseases. Medimosis Clinic and Prostate Center. Our goal is to help our patients achieve and maintain optimal health. We have fully functional OPD laboratories in all our branches. Do you have problems urinating? Medimosis is the ultimate solution. Our Prostacure X capsules and Prostacure Herbal Tea treat prostate problems. Afromosis capsules gives you maximum performance, and for the ladies, Femacure X capsules solves all your menstrual problems. Locate Medimosis Clinic and Prostate Center at Adenta Barrier near the traffic light, Ashaman, Ajekojo, Kumasi, Ahirima Kokobing, and in Accra, Ministries after the Ghana Highways Yard. Call 0244 068 447. We accept National Health Insurance card and all other private insurance card. Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, your ultimate solution for prostate problems.
Ayayeka ododie etumi frani peni nanso wo hwe HD Plus eni da ho kan 5 times clearer odomre ne yewumi na yepese ye wo do 5 times more achede ahodo bebre wo ho a ebro 5000 ubetumi edibi kwa your website hdplus.com.gh ne wo here ne HD Plus number shim your wheel of love ne di achede a esopa February bosumi mu HD Plus bi biara ye fili $405.
Live TVXYZ Ghana, TVXYZ Ankasa Wawo DDT platform so and I feel so HG Plus decoder so share I was also here come need that or mine atenase with Dwabo Ase our power 97.9 before and me babedi nkomo and pay FA Ministerial vet na air cost war and it's na ya and this amanyoko no SCA ewo ho no eye wura kodwoda nkwa we Eastern Regional Communications Officer yeto yensa efre no onyam bedru ha and afen so Andrew Apia Dankwa ono so eye nimni a ono wa bedru ha and also a member of the NPP ono ewo hasia yene ne ba bekasa but answer na nkomo no ye de behwehwe so no ye bekọ ahoma no so na yene Professor Ajimandua akane no no tu amansan ba tankuo United Nations for eba ensema efa amemwo ehonsem ewo eye ebibi na fin so ewiase afana nyina enchebia ebekwa ahoma no so na yene no edi nkomo wonia ohunu ye efa vetting ya ye de ahyehyɛ so anase hyase enra eno omo veti honorable KT Hammond adansa so kwa member of parliament and afin so owura Brian Echampon akane no na odi ni dwuma oda asɔya anase wɔyɛ soafo ana ɔhwɛ ɛyɛ ye bambo ho nsɛm at the presidency nsɛm bebre na baayɛ free ɛyɛ nsɛmbisa ahodo a ɛbaayɛ na afei so muaya ahodo a ɔno so ɛde baayɛ sɛn na Professor Bafo Agyemadu esi hu vetting no and said the esi akɔ so far and the questions ni bia ye ba bebusa no but answer na ye bekɔ ahoma no so mamenka say Redeemer Herbal and Research Center Limited omada omo di no bi abadwama so a mebobɔ so e de akyem ba prof ahoma no so a ye ne no ebedi nkomo Professor Bafo Agyemadu former UN advisor on governance. Prof Macha Kwaba
Mejo Suminia, Mejo Sokwan.
Yeah, that's a pass what Japan so near Bekasa no pay. Now, say, I mean, appointment committee in the Juma, your name said, yeah, was see in a Juma, ne said, yeah, man for a yana dane dan in a show when you say, ye big your minister, sir, or more comapa, now, or many abreso mesum or my Ghana, or which would you median run asino. Who was a sad and assassin a dine wedi?
Oh, I said, we said the missing from anyway. So, you say, a president or nominating and call for say or Monqua, not as a parliament or Mono teaching common who said, I demand one between and ask someone to me yet. Now, the public here, a woman, maybe I appointed there. ya na ehu se bi ho a sabe boyin be ka se capacity no eni se ne fata enso ho a omo ya na ya gina to se ono na president so open enti no de mi hu no nre na che se mi se parliamentarians ni bebre ni abra on pese omo fisi se mu yi se nkofo a o mampanyin na yi o mu wo mo adwuma no ebetini aso ni anase ntini nhyɛ ni enti no ade am se de hu bebre no baby o na se joke bisa as any branding kese on the part of the nominees no and so am say actually no obi am say adwuma no e se de ye nkoho enkoye concert ye adwuma o kosomo man a o se wo de sabe wo de anidie ma parliamentarians no wo mo ye committee ke buta enti no ade nsem bebre na so ni ni ati no ye ke parliament o making adiomatuma na say omontini omuntu
okay o kind of pain ya eba baby I was say na kwa say asesre kwakwa ensem no on the part of nominees ni bia o kind of pain ya na ye hwan in particular na dey no dan na dia na ma hu ne say akoya asresem na say ni brebia anim no
oh me ni say we dey enya asem dada akra ye nyina ni say honorable Katie Hammond ono de yam ponti ni nyina mrebi okasa na ya system parliamentarians no mu nyina ni Ghana for say nye na nkwa ne sebe oba abamu amaya tininka mrebi a okasa parliament okro na sebe ya system ntiense no anu dinamu di ko ya ginsi bia ne now for ne members nti no koya system em se ba na chense maran for hade the business ne buy ni ade nti papa no de am say we make enye bon obi ani se sa no kasa kasa de media na ya sare sem kasa
but no kra no say especially wa bra na kamia say appointment committee titi members of parliament or more NDC afano na so mo pa fifi nsemu ame hunu say owura Katie Hammond and even honorable Brian example but before for your mokwe trade and industry ministry and afen so agric ministry e dia foforo no mo de ko sa ahye no na dia pa no mo pa e dia free nominees yi ho na questions no po mo busaye in that regard no na ye fair
questions there make us generally fair na din ni say empembebre no sa bet no enya dia etimi ema yehu nipa no sabe na dwuma ye ye hia pa ne se omo a aban president be ponti omo no boyin be ka se benya ne background eno ma wa ye kire se adwuma e de questioning say obetimi aye na aye ne ye enti no em se omo a mo pa mo background ba mu bebre no na ebo aye ena apesu no omo aba mu dada ate omo sa ya ponti omo so no non person mu se emre bi omo ka sem bia na omo e bibia na emfata na sa ansem omo kaaye no ana de omo yeye no ebeboa omo no motina ye adwuma no so na no ko omo ni se sa vetting process ye no ye memu impende bruno both parties no omo mfa the omo ntaki much seriousness no ko one so ma sha nti bebre atwamu nyina yeah, I'm for serious and it is in the end, you know, say parliament committee, you know, or mobile castle, or more year, net, or more. They say you be putting beer will be a bar. You can say, or buy an answer bear made, you may dear, won't mean you won't be putting, sir. There's a net and a parliament committee. Omo betnya agina pinti se daddy afi we die e bia bibi omo a enye nti e begina muna ya ampa omo dia ene e behu se fi apa dia me ne woka se me nyi mi se e behu bibi e bida in terms of approval sia dia
but again I insist san no man ya opese wo hunu and dan ne ho di e wo questions ani gina ye mpo a eye NDC fanompo esi for instance, one more example, Honorable Agboja Governmental, where minority chief whip, what the two Honorable Katie Hammond and him say, look, Yamaha ye baby diagro, utwi free, Honorable Kesila to force a drum pempen, so be was a what Brian a champon, and yan for some year baby question on me, bisa, our Ghana for femo, say, the see what la violation, a idea, a bebwa Ghana for any GD womu. Some questions here, and then be this anybody biaba.
Oh, actually, say one more kind say. They say, oh, here, Mamuni, Tika Seven, Sema Betuena. And Ibraba, I, a better president in Abai, almost when Ibebri say, a stream in Jimmy no as a Sanaka, if you are battle baby. Yes, we actually be said, ye be a pussy a mine, I am my aquarium. In terms of Rana, a aqua concert, a carnema. That now bomb with me governor to posting almost not a madam for no in the strength so had any average to see a man if he has a baby be my wapium. You know, almost show seriousness. There's no question at all about that. Okay. Now in the end, you know, let's wait and see how they are going to determine the fate of these nominees.
Fantastic. Very serious, but last one, I'm sorry, Mawako. On the issue of here say what's here bo or minor abos on hobby. And this year fine woman should be a few honor. Oma dinedy already home penny for Jose nominees he ran man Joe man two. Number one. Number two, nominees he better now many man no more to two man no be so months. Woman is some crona pay momo to the sense honorable Katie among grad or say. Mampenyi ashare on address in minimum sebuni modia and then mamenchira mo Christ the king and him wana or more into betu akwakobusa mampenyi say the ubu say esefata say was said menso mebeka a year aban homa a year a government size in year kese ubetu akobusa mampenyi no at the end the dine the differ one nominee no the appreciation of baby or my God Nedru and then some would do mumu bia grandpa say here say I was here tear buying the sizes for what was our appreciation of our interest in our Ghana for mono.
Minia, somewhere with some if we say almost sitting at the party for no NDC for no air to just say or more air direct or more members or more committees there or more able to mouth now buying as lodo. And the question ya buyer you want to say now. It's an adult. Now, the cross of minister constitutional, you want and the my president be a home and my woman appointing me for the door. Yeah, it's a small work. I say, me, was in the can't make us and this is for almost a ban of dogs. For the same voices, so encasta and for the need for reviewing or reforming the constitution. And we say, President Kufuor appointing 120 ministers. He didn't do anything against the constitution or the law. Yeah. Because constitution was said to 8%, I know it, you know, well, Mr. Dika. And the president says, yes, free role is to submit name, you need standard for determining the number of appointees in the cabinet. And you know, me, the Kufuor, Nana Kufuor, yeah, any there's a banos to see a Misika, and no crap, me get tumpa, me I can be there. Now, so to me, says, yeah, one just a constitutional map president for point, a more pointy on limited number of ministers, no. See, I'm consistent. So now, for the crack, that's the president for bar. We cannot tell whether the president will do the same or not. It is the best safeguard for the country. And it's yes, yes, it's a constitution. Now, the back name interest in it. Those parties, NPP and NDC, maintain to be supporting the motion to or the idea of reforming the constitution. In Naka, say a president, you have too much power for a good president to meet and for a bad president to have. In any and you know, so far a constitution president, the view quite say, no dear. And the real focus should be on how we reform the constitution to see how we limit the power, the extensive powers of the president, whoever we elect, so that one more and run amok with the way they spend our resources. They say ministers do also a car of power. Your point is about why I can't the president be a bit near or question that even now and the idea also here was created this ministry for this, that ministry for this, either for their friends or girlfriends or brothers or whatever that. Because there's no limitation placed on them. And as we're more creating ministries, they don't even go to parliament to seek approval. Yeah. They just create it and it exists. And no main problem. And now, and this is executive troll, public release. They are directing their members to oppose it. And say, me personally, I don't think it was the right thing to do. Because party be almost tools are you see the influence among members in parliament. Because parliament, they feel an independent institution. And this will be not outside. What trust may direct you. Using the term, we direct our caucus. You cannot do that.
But I'm sure say direction them Masakwa. I'm sure say they would have consulted members of parliament. They said, yeah, honorable case la to force and a dine a D. I won't send you for shame on yen and ra.
What I'm saying is that direction could have been done through their consultations, but not to write a public official letter. You see, because outsiders are dictating the behavior of parliament. The point I'm making is that parliament, an independent institution. Some people like us, we are agitating against the fusion system that we have. President Pontibi from parliament, I'm a parliament, I am weak. And yet now, you see, kind of what we call hung parliament, numbers near balance. That appointment who can now, you go back. So, and the institution of parliament, the independence, we need to protect it. And this is your members, or there are many other tools or my bay or miss nobody cares. It happens all the time. But here and everywhere.
But statement when you saw or say baby or mine come war and say and one be here say what's your boss or buy. I didn't see that or mama sa direction. Wrong.
Many points here is you can listen. There's nothing wrong with expressing themselves. The mechanism, when you issue official letters, say, I direct you. Direct. These are people elected by Ghanaians to represent us.
Okay.
So who is going to direct them to behave a way that they want? No. All the parties, they have the tools that almost influences or behavior of their members in parliament.
Okay.
It's been your kind of consultation. If you call a private meeting, look, I say with your pennies, I'm on your mistake. Nothing wrong with that. Now, when you issue official letters, you direct you, and like I said, you are subordinating the members in parliament to your authority.
Okay.
But I don't believe that there's a higher authority outside of parliament that should direct parliament on its behavior.
Okay.
You see the argument I'm making.
Okay, final. Said the Bayer, you boy about so who by no. One minority, no, any NDC, any one casa who ya say, look, yensi quine, said by ya yen fa. And comfort one embessa binding ma abino, the Cassian Coswa Ambroso, and chain to be a woman's abbey. When you may say, look, Mamma, a year minister, nominee, equine Emma, Edman, Omonzanka, Uniomayadri. Oh,
Senior, many Omoyadri said the size of government is too large, it's too big.
Okay.
We missed out the Macano many times. That's why I'm telling the parties to say. Both NPP and NDC will be a too big a size of government. Let's band together and move for constitutional reform to prevent presidents for creating ministries at will and extending the number at will. That's my point.
So they should not.
Yes, and now some of Bentina Yagase and Nadia and NDC going on pen, now almost so they expect it also be a voice, but a join the movement for constitutional reform. So you can trim the powers of any president that we get.
So they should not approve the nominees on.
Oh, and not the look. I respect their brains. I respect their everything. I think they will do what is right for the country.
What is right for the country? They are right for the country. They are right for the country. Was Ankomoimo. And then they are right for mine.
Before you are driving this, but you know, parliamentarians, no, any what is right for the country. Like say the number is too much. But then again, we are talking about filling vacant positions. Talk as a warm to warmer. Are you suggesting the Minister of Agri and go without a minister? The idea could be say, point one more the new people name. But But these people, these positions existed. Now, I don't think that a great minister, a great ministry, and especially trade ministry, should just be allowed to go without a ministerial appointment. In Nigeria, we need to fill the space. But the general issue is abano sono. We can trim it by reducing certain ministries and agencies that are not necessary, by limiting the number of people we put in ministries and deputies. Those are the areas that we need to trim. Okay. But in the long run, I'm hoping that both NDC and NPP will agree, say, for us to prevent any future occurrence, excessive appointments, the best thing we have to do is what? To reform the Constitution and place limits on presidential action.
Okay.
I think that's the best solution.
Very well, Prof. I've been for Medasi Pass and with my boy, I won't come to Chimana. Wabra ye penny promise, that's a pass over boy, and that's it.
Miss Medasi on Mikasa,
very well. Professor Bafo Ajimendria and Arteninka, former UN advisor on governance, about Memo Hunsema Wabenhopa, my son Batanko, United Nations, now or bois, or Kefutu for Ibia or bois. Said me ya umbitimi hunu said ya memo hunsam esitie wa brama ma hodwo konani wagana ha ade ayedi hu nkomo ministerial vetting ya ekoso wo Ghana mrahye bedwafie na ade abisi ade ayedi wo pese everybody Peter kwasi versa aba na venso kodwo dankwa okay kodwo dankwa enyama on se dankwa no ye mienu nti dankwa ba ko wo ha ye mranim ni a ni dinde Andrew Apia Dankwa Obantempa, a private legal practitioner and also a member of the MPP. May your friend a progressive person because they are need to go and say, yeah, quite anymore. Lawyer, I mean, I'm Major. Bogod, yeah, and never walk about also. Yamia Darma, Miss Mukrem. Peter, what then?
Kumasi Bronum, you know, then Yamene Daba.
Anka Cranaya.
Says you know, you're there, Yame.
Za
yede nyame na abana de menu ya dan kwate asese
okay
obi en ho betimi de no ho ato aban so sisi ono anka sa wo ye MPP ni no na ban no ni gidie shi on se o se yeah o se oya na okase ye koye ne mo no kwasem menu ya dan kwa o mehu se honesty kakra wo ne mo kakra onim passe na ban anu wo nya gidi omu wadi ne hwamo to be honest onu ankasa nim se sedi osusu na ban na wo gidi ne Ghana fo gidi no onim se na ban na ma Ghana fo nsesi fom
okay
eno no bisa ne sia ndie o santo no ntimi ntwa
Peter we de na me mo achi o ma achi asem me da ase my lawyer enkomo edapo no so ne NDC fo gina ye o masi ena nrade ehunu ye wa bra vetting no ekoso ne wohunu fa ho me ente wo ka
ma fa akonya na mencha wo friends 84 mencha wan kasa na mencha menua da bani de nyame friends more confidence or being say friends saying on best things right so about NDC4 is it almost statement on issue
that's right
I have a few issues with or more direction to or more concern say friends saying or more qualify nominees no on the ground say size of a buy no
yeah and I was here more or minor boss or
buy
to say them so fair kufu kind
and me view say they are just playing politics they don't mean what you see they don't mean what they are saying play politics and play politics with everyone's opposition first of all you see yentia say yenhwe constitution because I never procedure so the clear procedure and say President Bed appointed the ministers subject to the approval of Parliament into one NDC Parliament, a Parliament of Ghana, and a Parliament, no, even the NDC, in fact, maybe constituency, or maybe constituency KKC, NDC in the friends saying parliamentary or representing not just the NDC for or representing Mesuso.
Okay.
They don't go to say. So everyone has to say, better say, we are parliamentary, money NDC, yes, who are on the ticket of NDC, but representing or constituency, whether NDC, whether MPP, whether neutral.
But Mamusu Asamo, and some a basis for me to message in a and you Ghana for you now. So on the first,
so on the first basis, say NDC.
Show me sanity.
No problem. Say NDC one of the things that they can direct them when the MPs are representing not just NDC, but they are representing. I mean, my example, say maybe constituency, me MP no NDC but representing me. They all do say so. To direct them a wrong compo. Now, two, on the issue, say, this reform because of the size of government, you know? And so we find the opposition to be very strange because you see, they said the Prof Kai and Prof was spot on. Now, President to me, and that issue I'm making, not just about even the size of government, other issues to say loan, BCMBO, to say the size of the Supreme Court. Yeah. Constitution. I say a constitution, a democracy, a constitutional democracy, which essentially means that limiting the powers of government. And one of the fundamental concepts to limit the power of government was separation of powers. To executive mama to way, legislature mama to oversight, judiciary mama to way. Now, more limited powers, limited no. Substantially or procedurally. So substantially, where I'm right, limited. Say I'm right, say won't be appointed with that. Now, say if indeed or more a minority, no, or more desire is to reduce the size of government. Then for me, why don't you address the fundamental problem? The fundamental problem is because say a bind to me have a government president to me have a size no because constitution man how So if really power intent to deal with the problem as substantially, then you deal with the fundamental issue. That is a reform of constitution. In fact, I say NDC Professor Tamils started reform, comprehensive reform in a friend. Fortunately, no. Everyone say in the circumstances, no. Mama is after him. What steps did we take to continue with our reform? No? So if really part the desire is to have a smaller size government, the solution is not inside Yaba. President I attempted to fill in vacancy. No, say first of all wrongly to even direct them. No, say bounce you deal with the fundamental problem, and the fundamental problem is say Article 78 of your constitution. You say President need to be far as many ministers as he deems necessary to help him run the to solve that problem. No, young fundamental. No, that to me no. Young men this it's up. To me free. Okay, now back to the young cap. Yeah, what I say. Yeah. So if and I say, and yet just this issue, so many issues are we say solution, but prefer solution on the loan issue. Say, and then the young cap and to buying power to borrow. And can America here, depending on America here is buying and there's a cap and that cap right now. No, Parliament to me. To prevent to
said you introduce fiscal responsibility act, but you covered the buyer, right?
No. There be so fiscal responsibility act now find public financial act we say act now.
That's right.
There was also a provision in that act was a rule of law that said say where there's a pandemic, it must certain circumstances be obetimi a suspended the application of that act. But the point I'm trying to say is there's a problem. A bad size of government, I don't, me personally, I support 100% say, I buying size, no. It's too much.
I
just say you find a way.
And I'm Russia for no much home.
Am I Ghana for?
As somehow can I will say downsizing of government, no. Ghana for here, no. So your basis, Emma NDC say, we must show Russia for so many years. And you Ghana for here,
make me a question. Constitution, 1 year constitution.
Ghana for.
And the Ghana for year constitution now, young fall limit and to because the constitution grew. In the time your constitution, no, young fall limit and to and you run the constitution for almost for 31 years. You who said no size of government well, I say obey me on the firm basis of the constitution. But having the size of government, I majority of us agree say no, a size of government is too much. Now the reason that to me is and because of money to me because constitution Ghana for no no emrase encovince aban no e man is to me no it is open say o prevent sa adena.
Okay,
why don't you deal with the fundamental issue na uber just to me no efini ho dan say me MP even the MPP no or represent me so no and this thinks that they have the power to direct that MP. No, because I say omo parliamentarians for you know, not just for NDC. So that position no wrong, and even opposition couple omo the point is I don't think say a debate on the size of government and many will have a different view.
All right.
You need to size of government.
It's
so omo mayen dealing with the fundamental issue. Omo call for constitutional reform. Now you changes are
okay. What you to Peter? What you to say Ghana for any answer? But baby, I'm the money action. More ya politics no.
Me that say. Me fan chiama Ghana for nyina. O mama ehwe yen. E wo TV so ne efidi intente Facebook so. Me nchia me nua dan kwan so. Nana asema ye ka ho asem no ye critical matter edum pompon so a wo se Ghana ni bia emfa so ye NDC ni wo ya MPP ni unhu se the crossroad na ye do no the sacrifice na ye se Ghana for sacrifice no enya afa ba ko pene wo so sacrifice afa bia da wo se sacrifice se government admonish citizens say we should cushion ourselves. Na say or the haircut haircut and go say start when you fee. Into one for haircut and start fee. And now the haircut and eba ordinary Ghanaians of war. And what's ye na ye kabum near time minority chi. Ye tie NDCS say ye calling on government. Say on also be cut down the size of government. Yeah. So what you to say size of government nation. Now so me be. Yes say last make us ask him say repeat. Say patapa pieto. Ye de mbra na eden. De woro. Ana me so me say emra nimfo pieto. Ye de patapa ba woro.
Na so kire.
De onim mbra. Sa de we pa de. Ha. Enkoye. Na nso wayi nani. Na on pese obeye de tene ne de beboa no e wo se patakwan kwan bia so a ye nyina ye be fa ye be ma o maye de tene ne de beboa no ye be ye
enti na chese mfamra kwan ma obeye
de ye bia so famra kwan se o mo no mo mpe
emwa
enti edru ba bia wo se ye pusi o mo a e wo se ye pusi o mo ai because me ba be kire se ono de oni oye mranimfo no obu mra so tie wonim se edin kan no aban we nankasa the Ghana for wadada Ghana for one more criticize Mills Mahama government say among exercise what we call lean government.
Okay.
And Tisabio, you see a chiriko kwangenya day, Yinima. What can say obi run a big size government. And to woo banedi, not here when that's what said. Oh, Baba, yeah, and she say, yeah, Obe cut down the size of government. No one manage to the point they said Ghana for so many near castle young to almost tie. Number one, Sabo say obi running lean government, how about running lean government? No, what buso? One running lean government. Oh, 125 ministers, it means the da. What's at the record? Number two, Nanka Ghana for me say, what's the sa? Ministers bebrebe. What's the some penny for bebrebe? And you magu abemo a year bomb hokano. And ebe lead to transformation in the economy. And so many are and no say we are experiencing the worst economy ever in the political history of Ghana. And number one, number two, no, what's that the Ghana for him with Nipa Bebrebia? What's a sour mudi or Mugua Bem? Womunya Juma, Womu number. And Ghana for the year boka.
Okay.
And what the could do and Pomposwa, economy na dija, Yenina, yes, will be uncushikush in one. It will be prudent on your side. Say, I am setting the peace. Enteno Ghana for when you said this if on account the clergy or makasa civil society groups akasa impo MPP phobia omo donate makakra ema o manage zeminu adangwa ne de ne kakra wom so omo so kebi say aban size of government dey so kasa wo don ho kwose constitution ni mu because mrana ma kwan a over ye say ye wade nyira ho kwan. But
the point, Kafro, the point in a say, NDC ni ho kwan say, what they ensure ebeto members of parliament and yes omu jina ho kra ma NDC for nkwa but omu jina ma NDC ni MPP for omu mpeso ahodo no so eni okwa so omu de nsha eye NDC for nse etu omu so omu ndi hodwuma wa bra omu jina ho ma
eno ntina mebu se emranim fiupitu edu abi e de patapa abewro ma menkyere wade NDC party no sa letter na yede akọ ama NDC MPs in parliament no. This is what it connote. Your pusu abani bia cut the size of government, cut down the size of government. The ya can be abaninti wabunyo agunasum. Now there's a golden opportunity for the MPs in parliament to hijack the government. What you say ministers here and pass yomo? Ya kasa cut down the size of government to cut you unti and your ministers here move. So one cut down the size of a government. Yes, you pass yomo. I think it's a good and golden opportunity. Ghana here. In parliament, there are so many ways to set agenda.
And your politics,
and your politics. There are so many ways to set agenda, and you need to get the strategies. Why your strategy now? They be out to your friends and the old yinana, yeah, the nyama adding efawase. And this summer, no, your pusu na on tie no. This is a golden opportunity. You found good abino, and I was expecting, say, even MPP4. I will munim say, and yaman koyeno, you saw this opportunity in Fahode. Make I say, MPP4 and ka omun this opportunity to tell government some non-performing MPs no on yomo. Now, son on Bepassiomo, go free. There are some non-performing MPs aside ministers. Yes,
non-performing
ministers. Thanks for the question.
MPs.
Non-performing ministers of state. They are not contributing anything to the progress of this country, and they are even woe to economic woes today. It is unconforming. Can you use this as a point of call? Say, I agree ministry here, trade ministry here, and you get now, but your pusu was say finance minister on more number yinifro usu nyina and ya hold this ministers ya appoint you is uncle for your more number ifro ni pass on call for man. I was expecting them to also take the strategy. Parliament one you need to devise strategies to get things done. This is what we have to do. Number 2, number 3, constitutional review.
Yes.
Some
say
is on record to have said the constitutional review and there's nothing anybody can do for you to resort to constitutional review. And the end of the work was one. But John Dramani Mama is on record. I'm my assurance of a constitutional review or to continue from where Mills administration left. And no, he's on record to have said that. And to say, Mama, there were so many agitations. Now, Ebimu are calling for change in the review now, under President Mills' time. And all those processes, and you different bem. You free bem no papa na samane. All my assurance biom say onya kwanya biom a constitution na ye nyina ye bo ho ye ka ho asem say problem no ho no obetimi aboa ane eden. At least he's on record to have said that. But you record for the say lie. And this ambre no muka say the problem is constitution no etimomi enkohwe constitution na nipa na wote so obaboa am ye review no so onye. And we need to divide different strategy to hold me responsible and accountable to cause the change. The also 9 we need to put a cap on the borrowing spirit of government. When you say our Bank of Ghana Act 2022, Bank of Ghana abumraso in the act, me read it shortly now. Me the manual see in the act. A triple say section 30 of the Amendment Act section 1-2 or say. That's section 2. The total loans, advances, purchases of treasury bills, and securities made under subsection 1 shall not at any point exceed 5% of the total revenue of the previous fiscal year. Sir, close way clear. And then clarity is there. And so Bank of Ghana ni bank akonaive abumraso a printed over 50 billion Ghana cedis loan at the Amapai. And Tiabina, Yakaso, young famra, and Chitrin, no one borono, and existing laws, Nankasa Obu existing laws. Okay. And Tiabawe Nankasa dear no person. And Nima who do be Omoya. Number one, it's ya Embra. Number two, Omon Pesa Omobeteki, and na Ahunya what try woman into consideration. And every strategy, every means, you better first I bet me holding responsible and accountable. No, I was here for a minute year NDC for Ade proposal comma MPs in Parliament. And to me, I think that is a right in it's a step in the right direction. You're more Mabaso.
My for lawyer, now, Wabra lawyer will be maybe a reaction with you there to get for the a year vetina a chassis and rano. And in your one cause I would do any and he said you will see who no. Yabrana can you shot it now who said you'll be see I am a lawyer.
So the American who say the genuine say sometimes no about the constitutional reforms no. And you say because president no I can't say you know but say sometimes no and president can say about gay issue no. Or can about gay issue. No. President can see me. Or say sometimes with me some groundswell of support via with me nipa dom. That's what push agenda be it's timifa. Now ye agree say about the size of government now. At the end of the day, no majority of Ghana for a supporting. You understand? Is that Ghana for ye face here from some overly partisan issues. No. It should be honest. That's with me Ghana for support be. Now so. Yes, I agree. I say but and found say president no. What me mean say, but you do jump from say also on reform. But you bet me some massive movement activism to get, and I'm sure, and trust me, you get majority of Ghana for. Because about they show the size of activism
and memory.
I didn't see. Because I didn't open so we have some groundswell of support. Also, say the domino support we see. The Nipa domino can put pressure to bear on President Oking. Okay. Secondly, you call your constitution and more provisions for how a can be amended. Your entrenched clauses are just say. Referendum. Any work clauses be any entrenched. Then entrenched a mere act of parliament can amend them. So when me call and say there are certain provisions where your constitution are a pulley back because so share your history 2000 year before the size of government politics. You buy size and so there but still it was big.
2016.
Talking about 2000.
Okay, 2000. One of the political one of the issues in that election was the size of government. Also to say, you buy no, so there, but it was still big. My president can say now, or buy no, who say, it do one no. 208, and this was also the size of government. A issue. Yet, government size also answer that answer. For year about 2016, the size of government. You should have that couple idea, and I'm saying, as and I'm going to say, your constitution, you see a focus and say a constitutional democracy. Sometimes there are certain issues with all due respect, you free the purview of politicians. Because politicians don't play a politics. Now, you just have to win free politicians because there's no guarantee say. Size of government taking you and somebody issue because you say open to me be straightforward. Okay. Open to me. I shall probably be abwa. I'll force say oba a quite bit me de abomo so because I'm also interest. Say obe create a positions amomo into no
deserving a buy
it could be I don't know now and also no future government biano. They could also have those considerations because they're policy. And I'm saying, say, your focus no should be to take because amend a constitution by putting a cap on the number of ministers you can have. Okay. Flexibility no. Any home
familiar vet.
For me no. Yen judge solution no. A solution here reform. na yem pushing for that reform as against we say no eba friends saying vetting so I had some few issues and I think say and a few issues but I won't say issues that are creeping to your politics sometimes you pay over personalization of friends saying issues so largely about beyond sometimes yeah they don't sound like they are too serious no. Honorable Brian we saying the bit about my friend, you understand? For me, it was personal. It was not necessary. It was one here.
I
don't know. That one you should ask him.
No, what things I know who you know? I can say,
and that's something I say. Yeah, you're personalizing normal. Maybe 7 year position. But that's what it's man for, and or madam for intimate support. No, it's a bad leadership.
And you know, any say your best support.
That was a idea what Ghana. Someone think of mini position. They say mini idea or your madam for. And sometimes you hear that, and I hear that. Yeah, be shame because leadership is serious business. And so I realize that some of the issues now people and a problem what Ghana is personalize leadership, but a bad leadership and your personal. A bad leadership is what is in the best interest of the country. And also, some of the questions are no, especially from the mind. In my opinion, okay, because obey minister, obey testing on one temperament, obey testing, but because of paper now issue earlier, no. So questions are nanka in my opinion, no, normal, no. People were interpreting the purpose. The force of the questions in the light of some people now or more issue. Yeah, because you see, and areas perception everything. And I'm saying, so we've follow vetting over a very long period of time. Question be saying, can you question be at anybody should have. And the UTT feedback from
question bit to say.
No question. If I say I too forcing questions, and say, can people trust you on the light
of violation?
Like a normal, in my opinion, a normal question. You want to ask, violation issue, even say commission of inquiry issues. I disagree because no findings were made against them. I prevent you. But they must ask. Everyone, no matter how you think, question they will say no. Who is that question for so many reasons? Maybe to test their competence, maybe to test their appreciation of role, maybe also to test their temperament. It's like a normal. But unfortunately, no, because of direction now, part issue, a mad opportunity for people to read.
What can people like
Ghana for? Ghana for.
Well, yeah, what the scientific research Bernard.
Maybe and newspaper review and follow for the people among for making comments. In my opinion, I was feeling say questions on beside a normal question. Who follow the vetting what they are. People have even asked more serious or more delicate questions than this. But unfortunately, no, because of some communicating now about it, what creates a situation people will read or have some perception which was very unnecessary. And that's what I'm saying, say your what really is and your perception. But sometimes you don't give people the opportunity to read but beyond that, normal. They must be vetted, they must help us at least to make sure some more Musa roles, or more the competence, or more the temperament, or more dream power, or meet me a push agenda. And so I don't have any issue.
Comedy and arrogance. Comedy and arrogance. On the side of Yura, KT Amon, na or chere comedy. And Yenuya Brian also so or chere what dinner until my money why. You see, it is time say a Kufuadu Abambi taking Ghana for serious. We are at a crossroad. Until sensitive ministry like Ministry of Trade, one of the pivotal ministry about Buama economy no let me transform me into the opa obi amanako na ofa obi asabi no baby a wadu oni mfie mu no sabi agudie e wona ne so yes
no say bibi
agudie e ba ne sa ministry on fa ne serious they not say you honum na or your vetting committee na anima na or no a chesa ministry na so na ye de ne koto offer the serious
when you questions are no
one member ebusa critical question say what value and I will be added the answer sinyina one significant value will be added
so buy na ko be abana se bibia
the previous strategy no na dia kwakodu IMF ayeye haircut no ana ya sesa Ghana gu ambulance mu di akọ IMF economy na dwonku baby abubububu and then na o bring it on board Ministry of Trade no dey aye comedy on take keep an serious hwe question na ye wura so yin busa ye ne answer what the man to phone pani a wututu phone that's how baba na gaza Ghana for yetia you tonight yetia eze coconut you know sa papa na and wo mo yen and one thing I observe
some funny integrity when you emotional about it, so when you do to sport now, when you emotional, for integrity,
to integrity, Tino, a food to now to 2 man benvo. Ah, so we say, Obia will convert in Biano. Sometimes you swallow your pride, sometimes you show some remorse, sometimes you show humility before panel, vetting panel. Now, Obia all share vetting, Biabacas, and Pona over MPs. I'm telling you. My cousins, you know, my younger brothers, you know, like what just a mumu to when and so. That is the pot. That was the portray. He portrayed there. One more. I am telling you, Kwame. You see, they have to take it serious. And you are more. Papa will now continue ministry. Wow. Oh, and yes, I'm going to capture that now. What's you? I'm telling you. What do Papa? No. You don't call a press conference on this continent. I'm going Papa and this.
What's a life must not be taken too serious? You see, what's a
Ministry of Trade. One of the ministries are many and the Ministry of Trade. Because if we are to take trade serious, will transform our economy. And you need a serious person to be at that ministry.
When you're serious,
of a guy, Papa, you're serious. Or no, you're what you're gonna pack you. And you know, the person is Gracia near the Amanono. Papa, no, baby, would not want to gonna pack you. And on mine, you do crossroad. I need here serious people to be at such a ministry. No, now go for Papa, we are. Many are modern. You are Brian. I am also Westwood Guardian. Want to win in whom from who? He ordered those guys to come and brutalize the people.
And then a crack and a
it is Papa. Okay, say they should be reprimanded. Many don't come free studio, Hannah, a coup for the very reprimanded. Your friend say, Brian, me too. And I promoting. So a Greek minister. And you were coup for the dear. One more Ghana for them. I was a panacea or more promotion. And that is the caliber of a Kufado. And the more Cassanin now was a Mona Mobile president. One from who? And the Anka. Oh, somebody and Kawas, what the Ankana Sigaka woman. So, but the Pana would not see no. Wafa was a one now.
Peter, a time and Yasu, I don't know. That's I am Rantel, not yet. And yes,
it's an emergency.
So, what to my back? Could you also Medan say, lawyer, Andrea Pad appear down, come down, pass on so. Oba if you hana oba boan common yedase pa abusu for han yedi umbesi ba meka say redeemer for some cancer also prostalenic mixture no na yedi di prostate ho adwuma obetima friend Dr. Opi was 054442908 and 0245014136 medin the Kwame minka Dwabo Ase dwumadie and yede beramo ya sorry so am the biggest mid-morning show Abba radio so a power 97.9 the TV no so dia hey ya ba monyom na ye yimu sini awia brem Mugabe master the inside politics ebeba e radio so na Facebook TV so e be share nyame ya do achina bye bye.